Hello, everybody. Sorry about the washing machine in the background. It's on its final spin. But hello and welcome to the ClassicWhoZone ClassicWhoZone. Sorry, I'm all tongue-tied today. ClassicWhoZone, we got the Macra tower. Unfortunately, my telly is broke, so I have to watch it on my computer, so I won't be able to talk as much as I normally do, which will be probably a relief for most people out there. But we will have our panelists on with us, and we have a special guest joining us for this panel as well. So yeah, and I heard as well that there's a problem with someone's microphone, so they can't come on. Hey Noel, having a bit of technical trouble, can't join you for the watch along until I get the microphone sorted. Well, I mean, you can still come on if you want to. I mean, you don't have to talk till the end and give you a review. If you want to still pop on, John, you're more than welcome. I did send you the email anyway. And I already see that the mods are a bit busy. Yeah, you are going to be a little bit busy today, so just ignore it. You know what to do anyway. But without further ado, I'm going to bring on the guests so we can get this watch along started. So the one and only, we got royalty, as we always do on this channel. And it's the one and only Queen Charlotte.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Considering I was just having an argument with my dad about an ABBA song, which I won, which was quite good.
Well, ABBA, yeah. Everybody's been talking about ABBA lately because obviously their comeback. We'll wait until our special guest is ready. I think they're on the phone, so when I see that they're unmuted, I will bring them on to the stream. But yeah, so we're watching obviously the Macra tower. So I'm actually going to be watching it on my computer because, as I said, my TV is broke. It's decided to clap out, wherever you want to call it. So we can't afford a new TV at the moment. So yeah, no TV, which means I can't play my computer, can't watch your Skybox. We can't do absolutely nothing. So it's lucky that I have the Macra tower here on my computer, so we can watch it. Well, I've got it on that app, but yeah. So we'll just wait and see if our special guest is ready. They are on the phone before we start it, so we'll just give it a few minutes. But if everybody in the chat is ready, anyway, please press 1. So when our guest comes on, then we can start straight away. Special guest is the wife finally going to be unbanned from the channel. She's not banned. I've checked. This is the thing. I've checked. After she said it that night, I went in and I checked. She's not one of the banned accounts, so I don't know why she's not able to comment. That actually is annoying me because, you know, I know you are all ribbing me because of it, but like I didn't block her, like, so I don't know what's wrong.
It's probably just YouTube being silly. Like, we know what they can be like.
So yeah, that's what it probably is. So I'll check again, but I've already checked loads of times, so I don't know, unless because there's over. I was actually checking out the amount of accounts that I've had to block over the years is unbelievable. There's over 300 accounts.
That is crazy.
Over 300 that I've blocked over the time that I've been on YouTube. And yeah, just a reminder of some of the people that were on it. Truly disgusting. But you know,
Retro's just asked what version.
Well, there's the black and white version. Obviously the animation. We're watching the animation, and there's also the color version. I'm watching the black and white version. I refuse to watch the color version because Patrick Troughton's era was obviously black and white. So for me, when I'm watching animations, whatever era is in, if it happens to be color, I'll watch it in color. If it's in black and white, I'll watch it in black and white. So I'm watching the Macra Terror animation in black and white. So yeah, I know there is a reconstruction stuff and all of that. I don't know how that would work, but yeah, that's the version I'm watching. I'm watching the black and white version animation.
Yeah, the one with the missing episodes being animated.
Yeah, they're the animated. Yeah, so yeah, it's on that site that we use. So I have both animation versions. I believe are identical regardless of color or monochrome. Well, it's up to yourself, whatever version you prefer. If you prefer watching it in color animation, watch it in color animation. If you prefer watching it in black and white like I do, then watch it in black and white. But I because obviously the era is in black and white, I always watch it in black and white. So I wonder if our special guest is ready yet. I haven't seen they're unmuted yet, so we'll just give them a few more minutes. We won't have many people on tonight because obviously PD is off on Rabbi's stream at the moment because Rabbi is streaming, so he's modding. John is obviously having some technical difficulties, so we see if we can get him in at some stage. But he's having problems with his mic. So you're just going to be stuck with me, Charlotte, and our special guest. Yeah. This is a Classic Who. So if you could keep your comments out about other YouTubers out in me chat, I'd really appreciate that. This is about Doctor Who, and if you have nothing to add to the actual stream, then you can go and fuck yourself. That's how I feel today. There's a lot of shit going on, and I don't like it, but I'm not going to get into it because we're here for Doctor Who. But remove them because we're not going to have that shit today. But let's bring on our special guest. And, Mr. Popular at the moment, have to say, but a person I'm proud to call a friend, and I won't have any little shit out there slandering my friends. It's the one and only Ballstrick.
Oh, hi.
How are you, buddy?
So what were you saying before I got back?
Oh, no, you're grand. Everything's sorted. I'm sorted. Oh, he's gone. Woo!
Oh no, don't tell me he's got internet issues.
I'm pretty sure he'll be. No, there he is. He must have pressed the wrong button or something. Did you get kicked?
I don't know. Everything's fucking broken.
Right. Well, I was telling everybody to press 1 and get ready for this watch along. Have you got your Macra Terror ready to go, Ballstrick?
Amazingly, this is the only black and white reconstruction release I bought. I haven't bought any of the others because fuck the BBC. I'm waiting for them to come out on Blu-ray set so I can buy them used so the money doesn't go to the BBC.
Exactly. Go to a charity shop. That's what I say. Or go to one of those places where they buy and sell like Blu-rays and DVDs.
Although suddenly you're very quiet, Noel.
I'm very quiet?
No, yeah. I can't hear any difference.
Yeah, give me a sec. I gotta try and fix something here. I hate the world. Okay, let's do this. Say something.
Hello.
What? Why is everything just broken?
I don't know.
I'm having a crappy day.
Live on streams.
I don't know.
Okay, I got it fixed. Just
there you go.
$2,500 gaming PC, and it never works.
John, who joins us as well, is having technical difficulties. He can't get his mic to work or something. So I don't know. Maybe YouTube is playing up today.
Oh, it hates me. It's fuck YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah, what I was saying. Oh yeah, so this is out of the animated, other than the Power of the Daleks, which came out years ago. This is the only animated DVD I have. I don't have the others. I will get them, as I said, used when they come out on Blu-ray.
Yeah, you should. That's the way I'm going to do it anyway. I'm not giving BBC a penny.
And if you're well, at least I know where I am, and I just hope nobody steals my my approach. Whenever they come out, I know there's some people that I think they buy the set, then they just rip them because they want the higher quality version and then sell it right away. So the last 3 I've gotten within a week of release because I'm pretty sure somebody just bought them, ripped them, and then put them up for sale. I only saved like $10.
Yeah.
But that's $10 plus the total cost of the discs. That doesn't go to the BBC.
Brilliant. Lee is online, so I'm just going to see if he's joining us.
Tell him he's coming because I told him to.
Well, if we can get him to sit through, what was it, the last New Who episode, let's kill him.
Well, that's what I mean.
Man.
He's not got. Look, I liked it. I know he does. It's not that he's not a fan. I just think the animation kind of throws him off a little bit.
I'm just gonna send him a little message. Come join in. You know you want to. It will be fun, and we can make fun of Noel together. Here you go, Noel.
Great, making fun of the host of the bleeding stream. That's fantastic.
Well, what was the last big argument we had? Oh yeah, it was about eating pork and how I said I could never eat a pig. Oh yeah, that reminds me. So. Yeah. So we can't eat pigs. So this is the last time we were all together. I think it was the last one.
Right.
Let's see. So we were discussing not eating lobster piggy.
Yeah, lobster piggy. That's what. Oh, there's lobster piggy. Yeah.
Yeah, I said this is why I can't eat pork, because I can't eat pigs, because pigs are pets and they're like puppies, and you want to eat a dog. So why would you eat a pig? Look at him. He's like, oh,
yeah,
I'm your friend. Don't eat me. I can come
sausages and rashers and bacon and ham and stuff.
You don't have to have. You can have turkey sausage, and there's lots of sausages.
Oh, I know. I like turkey sausage. I like chicken sausage too, but I like turkey sausage too.
No, you don't. We don't eat pigs. I am not a. I'm not a thing.
Would you
I'm not one of them vegetarian types. I have no problem eating a cow. Because that's what they're there for. I'll eat turkeys, and I love chicken.
Why don't you like eating pigs? Come on, explain it.
Because they're so cute. Pigs are a household pet. Many people have pigs as pets. Pigs are also very, very intelligent, on the same level as dogs. They're so lovable and cuddly. You don't eat pigs.
I don't know. Pigs are intelligent, and I would also say, well, so are cows. Cows are intelligent to a certain extent.
But the sole purpose of a cow is to be a steak. Cows have accepted their fate. People don't have cows as pets, but we'd never eat a horse unless there's something wrong with you, because horse is technically a very big pet. We don't eat dogs. We don't eat cats unless we're fucked in the head. So we don't eat pigs.
Well, that'll be an applesauce. Yeah, I agree. Best with applesauce, David. Yeah. But we're not going to win this argument because look what he's done. He's put lobster piggy.
He's put a very cute picture up to win his argument.
Don't eat horse, obviously.
Oh, yes. And anybody that eats goat, you're a murderer. And I'm going to have a certain goat friend come and talk to you.
Mr. Professor Dinkle. Yeah, we haven't heard from Professor Dinkle in a long time.
No, he's taking a break because I don't yell anymore, and he's mad at me because I don't yell anymore. So at some point, he's going to come back and he's going to yell at me for not yelling anymore. And
Oh, God. Right, Lee, come on. What's keeping you, mate?
See, I'm playing it straight for now, Noel. But I am going to be an SJW when it comes to pork. Do not eat the pig.
We have to protect the pig.
Well, I won't be able to keep that promise today because...
what was I watching? Oh, yeah. No, I was watching the remake of Carrie. They kill a poor pig. I was so mad.
Wow. Right, don't say that too loud because you know what Cheryl's like about animals and stuff.
Well, yes, you know what I'm like too.
Oh, here he is. Fashionably late as usual, but always a joy and a pleasure to have on. Prepare not to be able to talk now, Ballstrike. Money Master.
Yeah, shut up.
Hi. So, Lee, did you hear my rant about not eating pigs?
I caught the tail end of it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, he's put lobster piggy up again to make me feel guilty for eating
lobster piggy is everything. Lobster piggy is life.
Oh, you're just as bad.
Yeah, okay. We love lobster piggy. Okay, good. And dude, pork is so bad for you. It's bad
Yeah,
to
I know
digest.
it is, but we've been
And
eating
bacon is just hard to tack on a plate.
Listen,
And it's
I
not
got some
kosher.
lovely. I got
That's
some
not kosher.
lovely-
It's bad.
lovely-
It's bad. Pork chops.
Listen, I got some lovely.
Do you want to be backed up and constipated for like 5 days and then end up with a god awful case of shitting yourself on the street? That's what pork does. That's your punishment for eating a pig.
Well, Chris asks us a genuine question here, a legit question. He says, "But why does bacon taste too great?"
Because you're going to hell, Chris. I love you, buddy, but you're going to hell.
Ham, however, is lovely.
Russians and Italians used to make salami from what?
Yeah. Well, here, look. Let's forget about Mr. Piggy right now.
And black pudding, less said about that, the better. Right?
Yeah, well, I love black pudding as well. But listen,
so you like eating congealed rotten blood?
Yes, I do. Yes,
That's
it's an Irish
okay.
thing.
So Noel is a
you
vampire.
pick your scabs and eat it?
Why would you do that? That's disgusting.
Do you pick your scabs and eat them?
No.
I once, when I was a kid, I was at one of these fancy like British. Equine horse. Yeah, they eat horse. Okay, that's what that was. But yeah, Noel. Once when I was a kid, I think we were in Toronto, and they had one of these British breakfast places, and they offer. And then they had a black pudding, and then I asked my grandpa. I'm like, Grandpa, what is this? It's dried blood, and then I threw up all over the table.
And it's lovely, and I've seen it being made as well. So you know. Because
And
my
I'm
dad
not
used to
happy now.
work. Well, my dad used to work in a pig factory. He used to
Wait, your dad did what?
Yeah, he worked at making sausages and stuff. He actually they'd go into the slaughterhouse and then he
Okay, we're gonna end it right there.
Right. Right, yeah, listen. Let's get this watch along going. So if Charlotte, because I have to mute myself because of the feckin' it's on my computer because my telly is jacked up.
What happened to your telly, Noel?
Right. So where we live, the area that we live in, the apartment block, we've got a football stadium facing us, but it's very dusty, right? So when you open the windows, a lot of dust comes in, and it obviously goes in through the little holes of the TV. What's happened is all the dust has gone on the part where the screen comes in. So the screen has gone blank. So the telly still has power, right? Sometimes it'll flicker on, but because of the amount of dust that's in it, the TV is not working. And we've no other TV in the house. We've only got the one TV.
Can I recommend some compressed air?
I'll try the Hoover.
No, that's the see with the Hoover, you risk actually sucking out components, and then you'll just break your TV even more. Right. But if you have a compressed air can, it blows it towards the components. It's for computers. But you probably have a corroded video connection, which means Noel gets to buy a new TV.
Yeah, well, right now we can't even afford a new TV, so I'll have to wait and hope that this one, sometimes if I give it a good enough bang, it comes on. But I don't want to touch it now just in case I bang it too hard.
What make is your TV?
It's a Beko. Is it what they call it? Beko? Beko?
A what?
BKO. Fucking Chinese TV.
Mine's a Panasonic, and you can't get better.
No, dude. I have a Sony.
Nah, Panasonic beats Sony every time.
Oh, feck off, you.
No, I have a my
Panasonic is the best TV manufacturers.
No, it's not.
It's actually Panasonic isn't that common in Canada anymore. But they do have a 4K Blu-ray player. Was it the X12, X900 or 9000? It goes for like $1,200 or $1,300 Canadian, but the thing's built like a tank. But
Panasonic's still better.
No, Sony all the way.
Panasonic is proven to have the best.
Okay, well, let's just come to an agreement that whatever this thing was that
Panasonic.
Noel's you can get you can just go to a thrift shop and get a 32-inch.
Go to a CEX or something.
Well, just get a Samsung, dude. They're actually Samsung's
not bad. Actually.
If you're looking for cheap, they're They're low end 40-inch. It's pretty inexpensive, like the lowest line.
Right now, we're in a financial situation where I can't even afford a camera for my computer.
Start suing people on Twitter.
We hardly make ends meet as it is, and pay the rent and all the other stuff that we have to do. We're just hardly getting by.
I'm like that, but that's because a third of my money goes to taking care of a very sick dog.
Mm.
But exactly. It's I know what that's like. But don't go with the no-name brand. Go with Samsung and take a look at the back and make sure that the grills are in the bottom of the TV and not the back.
Yeah, see, that's what we probably will need because
dude, you bought a no-name brand TV, so it was probably soldered by a drunken monkey to begin with. So it was only a matter of time before it went kablooey. But if you get a Samsung, it's the low end. It's not super expensive and it's not awesome like a Sony, which is the best thing ever. And it's not crappy like a Panasonic, but it's nice in the middle. Sorry, dude.
Right, we're gonna do. Listen. I don't want to keep going on about TVs. Can we? We start this watch along now, Lobster Piggy. Right?
I didn't start this. You started this.
I only told you that my telly was broke. I had to watch it on my computer. I didn't think we were going to have a big argument about which brand of TV was the best.
Panasonic.
It's not. Sony. Anyway, you're wrong. It is Sony.
No, it's not. It's Panasonic. Always will be.
Boys.
Panasonic.
There's a reason why it said it's Sony.
Else was now. So stop, boys.
Okay.
So let's do this, Charlotte. If you want to do the countdown, I'm going to mute myself now. So just assume that when you say go, that I've already went anyway. So go further.
Yep. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Panasonic.
Sony. Okay. While we're waiting for the intro, everybody in the chat, just say whether you prefer Sony or Panasonic.
Panasonic.
Okay. 1 for Sony, 2 for Panasonic.
Nice.
Okay, we got a 1, although it came out before I said it.
It doesn't count.
That might be because of the countdown I did.
Oh yeah. So are you watching the color version, or are you doing the right thing like me and watching black and white? Okay. So I hate retro resolution. I hate Cybermat strikes. Samsung. Cybermat strikes. Okay, good. You're back in my good graces. TARDIS Zone. Chris Persia, Sony, fellow Canadian.
Well, if you don't have Panasonics in Canada, you don't know, do you?
No, we do. They're just because Best Buy doesn't carry them. They're not that common. Specialized retailers carry them.
Panasonic is provably and absolutely the best.
In reverse reality land.
No, in reality.
So if as we're all watching this, who's watching black and white and who's watching color?
I'm black and white.
Black and white, Lee.
Black and white.
Okay, good. We don't watch the color. Okay, all four of us.
I thought it was black and white. It's not black and white. Okay. This is the BritBox version, so you don't get a bloody choice.
BritBox. I got the DVD because it did come out on Blu-ray.
I don't have it on DVD, and even if I did, it would have to be on my beautiful Panasonic 78-inch TV upstairs.
How big?
I think it's like 68.
68?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have 55.
Nah.
It's better. But when I can afford it, I'm getting a 75. And it's going to cost about as much as my car. But you don't go with OLED. And both Panasonic and Sony are OLED.
Now, what have you got, Lee? A 60 what?
68.
That is holy shit.
But here's why you don't want to go with OLED, because OLED is prone to screen burn-in. So if you're a gamer, you will kill yourself or want to kill yourself. Do you have an OLED?
Yes.
Rich bastard. Although I have just a standard SLED, which stands for
Notice
Super
how we
LED.
changed it to it's not good to you rich bastard. So I'm sensing a little discrepancy.
Sony actually has the premier OLEDs, and with the X1 processor, it's fast as F.
Right, I don't know what the fuck you are talking about.
Okay, we're gonna watch the show
all
now.
this gobbledygook. But I'm watching this in black and white as well because the Patrick Troughton era is in black and white. I kind of, you know, fair enough. They give people the option of watching it in color, but I wish they didn't because you know.
This is the episode with the terrible soundtrack. This music is awful.
It's really awful.
Yeah,
I might do a
isn't that the
remix
whole
of
point? It's sort of like fake cheerful music because that's the whole point of.
This is like reminds me very much of Brave New World. It's got that same sort of synthetic happiness, you know, about it.
On the BBC.
Definitely inspired by Brave New World by Aldous Huxley.
But yeah, like I said, the sort of, if you want to say that it's use the term sort of message and stuff like that, it's very much to do with when authority sort of. Yeah,
it's like a soft authority. It's like all happiness and smiles and everything.
So this is where we're going to be in 5 years. That'll be our music.
Yeah, probably.
It already is.
It's gone that way anyway. No, I picked the black and white version, not the fucking color version. Why is it going color for? I fucking hate this.
Well, if you could just turn down the color on your monitor.
No, it's grand. I have the black and white version here.
Oh wait, no, you have a Chromebook. You can't do anything with the Chromebook.
Right, hold on. What am I in? 429. So if I go
Panasonic.
450, I'll be caught up.
I'm watching it on a 28-inch Samsung computer monitor, and next to it I have a 27-inch Dell monitor. But the Samsung is a 4K.
My iMac is 5K.
Yeah, well, who cares?
You two are just saying like numbers right now, isn't it?
Okay, so my monitor is 4K HDR, and my computer has a 1660 Ti, and I never use it for gaming.
I managed to get £1,000 off my TV because it was the display model.
Ah, you are smart then.
Well, it depends on how long it was on. They only have a specific life.
Well,
I used to.
It was still a fairly recent TV. It's just the last one they had in store.
Yeah.
Right, play.
And it still works. And
I have my Samsung, which is now in my bedroom. I've had for 6 years. It was my old main TV.
Yeah, the ironic thing is we gave away a TV to my little brother because he was moving into a new house and he didn't have a TV. And we actually gave him the better TV, which I'm regretting now. We kept the shit one. We actually had, I think the other TV that we had was a name brand TV. And I gave him that one. And of course, Cheryl wasn't too happy with me because, you know.
Well, she's probably really not happy with you right now.
She's not happy fucking now, no, because we no TV.
I don't think they have Toshiba in the UK anymore, but Toshiba around here you can get for pretty cheap. But the problem is Best Buy owns Toshiba now, along with Sharp, and you don't have the Best Buy.
Well, I found the black and white version now, so we're good. We're good.
Are you watching on BritBox?
No, I'm actually watching on this. I'll put it in the private chat. It's this is where me and Charlotte watch our classic, because I don't want to say it out, but that's where we watch it. We watch.
Oh, they have them there.
Yeah, they have them all, including all the animations, the reconstructions. The black
okay, well that's going to get removed because the place which shall remain nameless. They're not public domain. They're still under copyright.
All right, well, they've been up a long time. They've been up since the DVD or the Blu-ray or whatever came out. So, yeah, it's nice. You're
okay,
right.
Well, we won't tell the bastards at the BBC because it's not supposed to be there, but cool.
Yeah, so that's where we watch most of them, yeah. And I have whatever other ones we have on DVD, but I won't be able to watch them on DVD now because the computer doesn't have a DVD drive.
Well, you also have a Chromebook.
I have a Chromebook, yes. Yeah. Which you keep slagging me about.
Okay, so we need to have a GoFundMe for Noel. We're going to get him at least a basic Windows computer, a TV that actually works, and a DVD player.
Oh, God. Well, I have a PlayStation 4, so that acts as a DVD player. So I
have a what?
A PlayStation 4.
Yeah, you could hook that up to your monitor.
Oh, I can hook that up, yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I keep forgetting Chromebook. No, you can't.
Yeah, I can't hook it up to the Chromebook, though. That's the thing. Yeah.
Well, when you have your TV, you could watch your DVDs on there.
Yeah. I'm actually going mad because, like, you know, we literally now, I'll have to watch, to keep myself entertained now, I'll have to just watch everything on the Chromebook, which I don't like doing. I'm going to miss me football tonight as well, so I'm pissed about that. Well, yeah, I don't know, unless this telly by some miracle fixes itself, which it came on the other night for me.
Oh, then it might work.
It came on the other night for me, and I was able to play my computer for a few hours, and then in the middle of a feckin' match, the screen just went black, and I had to knock everything off. Oh, it was, yeah, and then going in to tell Cheryl, our TV is fucked. That wasn't a nice conversation.
No.
Right, I can hear someone's. Who's watching it on their TV? Is that you, Bowley?
No.
Is that you, Lee? Have you got
my headphones on?
Yeah, someone's headphones is coming through though. It doesn't matter anyway. At this fucking stage, you know what? YouTube are limiting all my classic streams anyway. It's ridiculous. No, seriously, they do. Every classic stream we do is limited, right? But I do a new Who stream, it's perfect, right? We do any other stream that we're talking about stuff, it's fine, right? Except when we did the second episode of Contact, where I showed a few fucking videos that weren't even on YouTube, but I got a copyright claim. So that's why we stopped showing the little doggy videos.
Crazy.
Why not? And I think I've been shadow banned a couple of times as well, or ghosted, or whatever you want to call it. Which, yeah. So as I said, you know, I've clipped that video. I've seen you've just retweeted it, but we won't talk about it, Lee. But did you see what happened today? So you did a whole video, but we won't talk about it till later on. But ridiculous, carry on. No, at least disconnect and reconnect there. Yeah, I've done that a few times, Retro, because that's what I thought was actually the problem. I thought it was the cable, but it's not the cable, because I was also playing on my little SNES. Is that what yeah, that's what you used to call it, the little Super Nintendo with Mario. I was playing Mario 3 the other night on the TV, and it was going great. And of course, I was on World 7, so I was one world away. I've never actually completed Mario 3, and I had to quit. So I was pissed about that, because you can't save on the one that I have. So I couldn't save me progress. So I have to start all again. But I know where the whistles are to kind of get to World 7 now. Yeah, I was annoyed. Because I was playing Mario 3 the other night. I love that. I was also playing Kung Fu, that old game. Oh, I tell you, all the retro games are deadly. Mortal Kombat as well, I have.
Oh, and I left a message for Lee in.
Oh, I see that. Oh my God! What happened to TV? Who smashed her up? It's a Panasonic.
That's evil.
That's what Bolster thinks of a Panasonic. Oh. I tell you, man. Just fucking. I tell you, I don't know, man. The world's gone crazy.
Replied.
I was thinking of opening the TV up, but me and electronics are not really. I was thinking maybe if I clean it down, remove the most of the dust, it might actually do something. But then knowing me, if I open the TV up, I might screw it up.
Oh, you'd injure yourself, mate. No, that's the other thing.
Oh,
as
no,
well.
I'd obviously knock the power off and stuff. You know, the TV. I'd plug it out while I'm opening up. I'm not gonna open up while it's fucking.
Oh, I know, but knowing your luck.
I know. I'd probably electrocute myself or something. Oh, that'd make a lot of people happy. But
this guy must be thinking, like, who on earth is this weirdo who captured me and is now, like, letting me out?
yeah, I'm a Sonic fan as well. I have the little Sonic thing as well, where you have Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and I have Sonic and Knuckles as well, or Sonic and Tails, or Sonic and Knuckles, I think it is. And I have Alex the Kid as well. I bought when I had money at the time, I bought the little Sega thing with all the Sega games on it. And my sister got me the Nintendo thing, but she thought she was buying the legit one that Nintendo was selling, but it turned out she got ripped because it the fake one. But it's still good. I have to say, you know, the controls on it are good. Some emulators that you get are very bad, but this one is actually pretty good. But still, I was kind of raging because if it had been the original one, I would have been able to save me progress on most of these games that I was playing. I mean, I cleared the first Super Mario in 5 minutes. You know, you just free run through the whole lot. I know all the secret places to get to the World 8, and it's easy. I remember one Christmas when my dad actually got me the Nintendo when it first came out, and this is how I found out there was if there's any kids listening, close your ears right now. Spoiler. That's when I found out there was no there was no SC, and I was devastated because my dad was actually playing the game, making sure that the thing was working before Christmas Day, right? And then I remember he showed me how to play a Christmas Day, right? He handed me the controller and I cleared the game. I was 7 years old or something. And I cleared the game, and he was going mad because he was there all week trying to clear the thing, and I cleared it. But yeah, we love Super Mario in our house. My dad even got one of the game, not Game Boy, but what's the Nintendo D, the 3D one, the DS, and he had the Super Mario game. We got him one for Christmas, and he plays the Super Mario game, Super Mario World and stuff on that. That's another great game as well, Super Mario World. I love all the old platform games. Grew up with them, so obviously, you know, I'm gonna obviously like them more than today's games. But these modern games are fucking, they irritate you, especially any EA game, because they have most of their games are scripted. You have an algorithm in it that screws you over, like, basically. And if anybody has watched me play FIFA, then you would see it happens to me all the time. Whereas Lee is here. He's just quiet today.
Well, no, I put up a triggering video for him.
I sent you a link to the time when Mr. Turdis apologized to Sargon of Akkad whilst he was being threatened with legal action for defamation. I'd remind people.
I've also got the screenshot as well.
Oh, that was a long time ago. I'd never heard of this.
Oh, yeah, 2015.
Yeah. He turned around and said...
He hasn't learned anything since.
He turned around and said, so during Gamergate era, Tribby was asked his thoughts on anti-SJW content creator Sargon of Ankin, wherever his name is. During which Tribby accused Sargon of saying...
Carl Benjamin.
Yeah, he says feminists deserve to be raped, which Sargon responded in an understandably displeased way. Tribby eventually retracted and apologized for his accusation after admitting he did not watch the video, then linked to make this claim, and Sargon in turn agreed to bury the hatchet, whereas he should have actually sued the bastard. And I'm not going to say any more about it, but he shouldn't have let him away with that because he's been getting away with it ever since. Mm-hmm. So if that guy had actually brought him to court, he wouldn't be acting the way he's acting now. So this is why someone has to, and I don't want to get into it on this, because me, Ballstrick, and Charlotte behind the scenes agreed that we weren't going to, give him any time, and we're not. But it needs to be sorted now. He's been getting away with this for years. As Dan said, he owes us all an apology for the stuff that he's even accused me of being the same rabbi of the same thing as well. But this time I was able to clip it. I'll put the video up on my Twitter account for everybody to see. So if he does try and remove the video or unlist it, because that's what they do, he won't get away with it. He's not getting away with it. And I wouldn't let him away with it. But listen, we'll leave it at that because this is getting interesting now.
We'll go back to videos of smashing Panasonic TVs.
Yeah, that's it.
Which if you look at the second one, it's quite impressive. That TV got the shit kicked out of it.
Here, I've watched have you ever watched the reactions to Luke Skywalker when he dies? And some bloke literally puts his foot through his TV. There's people literally crying when he dies, right? Because they don't think the way he died. And someone actually put their foot through their TV. And another bloke picked up a chair and threw it at his big flat screen TV, and the whole thing just falls down. But I mean, look, I would never do that to a TV, but Jesus Christ, man. Just goes to show you. See, these people don't realize a lot of these franchises that we talk about, they have an emotional connection with people. They don't have any emotional attachment to Doctor Who and any of these other franchises. They don't understand and they never will. And that's the difference. They come into these fandoms and, they're not fans. They want to change everything. But look, we won't get into it because if I start now, we'll never fucking get through it.
So, about the Macra Terror.
Yeah, so I'm probably a few seconds ahead of you because I had to bloody, because this was playing up. But I've got the black and white version now. But the animation, guys, in this is not too bad. I have to say, it's not.
It's Big Brother. The animation, it gets better as they go on.
I think the faces, though, and that's sort of what I think we've said a few times. Like that's what makes or breaks these animations, the faces, and they're really well done here.
It's a lot better than when they did the invasion, but that was 14 years ago now.
Yeah, but look how good that animation was compared to the animation that BBC are actually getting people to do. I mean, the animation in the Faceless ones and Fury of the Deep is absolute dire. It's rubbish.
Really? Well, see, I haven't watched it, so it's not on the same level as this.
Well, listen, Fury of the Deep is so bad, right? Lee will tell you this. That when Rabbi sent it to me, right, it took me 4 days to watch that story because the animation is so jarring. Even in black and white, it's not great.
Well, keep in mind it is a BBC contract, and they hand out contracts to people based on checkboxes, so it's no surprise that everything has gone to shit.
So yeah, Fury of the Deep is very bad. Obviously, the Web of Fear have the animation for that. Well, no, was it the Web of Fear? Yeah.
The Web of Fear, I believe they only had to animate one episode.
Yeah, but it's dire. It's absolutely dire.
Okay, now I'm disappointed.
Go and check it. So there's loads of videos on it on YouTube. People giving out about it. The animation is dire, and even Mr.
Okay, which one's really bad? You said Fury from the Deep.
Fury from the Deep is very bad, very jarring animation. Yeah.
But the recent one is Web of Fear because what they've done, Balls, it looks like they've tried to do it like computer animated.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's sort of uncanny valley sort of thing of you can tell it's like trying to do human emotions, the faces, but it's not quite there. But it's not hand drawn or it doesn't look traditional animation at all.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. And I have to say, some of the fan animation out there is far superior. I don't know why they don't just you know, they could save a lot of money as well, though, if they use their heads. But fans, if you got fans to do these animations.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So it's, oh damn.
I told you, it's
Which one are you looking at?
The seaweed grows.
Yeah,
Just a clip from the Doctor Who YouTube page. I'm surprised they haven't blocked me yet. Wow, this is bad.
I told you.
Oh, is that Fury then you're looking at?
The last few animations that they've done are really, really bad. Apparently, they've outsourced it to an Indian animation company, and you could tell that
that's how little they think of the fandom, right? They think, well, they'll just buy any old crap.
Well, I was wondering why Warner wasn't releasing these on Blu-ray in Region 1. I think I see why.
Yeah,
I don't even think Warner released Blu-rays of these.
I mean,
or DVDs of these.
In fairness, would you pay the money full price for that animation now? Looking at it,
to import it, it's like $40. Screw that. So I'll still get it used when the CD comes out, but
exactly.
When
would you actually pay $40 for that?
Oh hell no!
Not exactly. There you go. See, Lee is right as well. See.
Panasonic is better.
They think that. No, I'm talking about the anime. They think that Doctor Who fans will buy any old shite, right? Mm-hmm. Now, here's the thing: these are stories that are missing that fans wanted to see. You think they would have put? See, I know what will happen anyway, right? The Fury of the Deep and all is being criticised, right? A few years from now, they'll get another animation company to animate it and re-release it. Right, that's not good enough. You get it right the first time, you put it out there, and fans like Ballstreck and others out there that do buy these things would pay full price for them if the animation was good. But it's not. It's
Ballstreck used to spend an obscene amount of money every year on Doctor Who stuff. What I used to give just Big Finish alone was insane. But I don't do that anymore. I wonder why.
Yeah, well, you're right. You're right. I wouldn't give them a penny. They don't deserve it. They don't treat fans with respect. They never have. Especially.
Not anymore. Nicholas Briggs, I will give it. He has at least tried. He did give Rabbi that interview. He is very clearly on the other side, but he's at least willing to engage the other side, whereas none of the other ones would. And this is being directed by the BBC, but it's atrocious.
I wouldn't buy it anyway. I'm being honest, I wouldn't buy anything off them. Not now.
Rather stick with the telly snaps, quite honestly.
In one of the from what I have gathered in one of the recent Eccleston stories, it takes place in immediate post World War II Britain. The lead is black. The Ninth Doctor says things will never get better for black people in the U.S. Essentially, so it's talking about how much better the Brits are. There's a guy that everybody sees as an asshole until it's revealed that he's gay, and then they all love him. It's just stuff like that. I think that the lowest moment was when they had the guy that this was around the time I said fuck it, when they had the guy who plays the Third Doctor apologizing to a female villain for being patronizing. It's like there's so much. I actually forgot to bring that up in my video. But yeah. Oh, well, did I hijack your stream again, Noel?
No, you didn't. I'm already finished the first episode because I have to skip ahead. So I don't know.
Oh yeah. So somebody needs to share that video that I put up. Wait, just give me a second. Just a minute here. This is just going to be something for fun. Before we continue, let's see. Okay, so I got this. This. Okay, so discard that. Bring this up. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen here. This is just something for fun, Noel. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I did it. Why is something playing that's not supposed to be playing? What the hell?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I nearly forgot. But it's Cheryl's birthday tomorrow, so we normally have New Who tomorrow. I might have to push it to Monday and do the New Who stream, and then right after do the movie stream, because obviously I can't stream on her birthday.
Why doesn't she stream with us?
Because she doesn't want to.
Oh, she doesn't like us anymore.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's just she just doesn't want.
No, like you
What happens on the stream?
For heaven's sake!
I know you're messing. Oh my god.
Okay, so this is
one of those TVs.
This is dedicated to my friend Lee. Oh, come
on. Must be your crony Sony.
Oh!
There you go. Why is YouTube wigging out on me? Oh, there we go.
Okay, someone doesn't like their feckin'.
It's a CRT anyway, duh.
Well, if everybody's ready in the chat, please press 1. I don't know.
So everybody who enjoyed that, say which brand is better, and then we'll leave it at that.
Panasonic. Sony.
Panasonic.
Sony.
Panasonic.
Sony.
Panasonic.
Sony.
Panasonic. Panasonic.
Panasonic.
Panasonic.
I'm not going to ask Charlotte what her favorite brand of TV is.
Panasonic.
I don't give two flying monkeys. That it's just a
there you go. Once it works, isn't that right, Charlotte?
Yeah.
RCA Victor. RCA Victor.
Right, Charlotte. Do you wanna do your countdown?
Yep. So 5.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
3. 2.
Okay.
1. Go.
Panasonic.
Sony.
Oh no! Then if you do New Who Monday coming up, I can't do this Monday coming up, but still do it anyway with everybody else. Just that I can't make it.
No problem. Look, if because I know you stream with Dan. I nearly forgot our birthday, so
oh no, that's on Thursday. If I'm not enough of a geek already, that is literally the slot that when we can do it. My D&D group does sessions, and we've not been able to do it for months, and we've finally got a day that we can all do it, and that happens to be tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, on Monday.
You're right. Well, don't worry about it. It's only Night Terrors anyway. So I mean, it's one of my favorite.
That story.
Same here. No, I do like that.
I've never understood the hate for that story ever.
No, I do love that story. I think it's a proper Doctor Who story. I like it.
I know. I think it was one of Smith's best episodes. Probably from his worst season, or series, but yeah.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, we just watched Let's Kill Hitler last week, and that was torture.
Well, no, but we all said it was better than we remembered.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as we remember, but still though, it's still it's an interesting one. It does cause an awful lot of debate, that one. So there you go.
It's almost Chibnall level, though, isn't it?
I'm putting that screenshot up that I was telling you about underneath the video that Lee has posted. So
Hitachi, I don't even think they still make TVs.
I used to have a Hitachi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't know they still made them.
I don't think they do.
No, the last Hitachi I had was a CRT.
I don't think they. I'm going to see if they still. I know the company still exists, but I don't think they make TVs anymore. I'm going to find out.
It's like Sanyo, they sort of disappeared, didn't they?
I know they. I know they were at least around for when plasma was a thing.
And Philips has all but disappeared, isn't it? Now it's just a name brand. Now it's just a name that's been licensed. It's not even proper Philips.
Yeah.
It's on Philips Magnavox now. Okay, so they apparently in Canada at least they do, and it looks horrible. Oh my god! Look at the size of that grill.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to respond to Retro in the chat. I've not seen much of Matt Smith's. Watch some of Matt Smith's era.
Oh, you have to watch Matt Smith's era. No, seriously, I know season 6 has its problems.
Oh, didn't High Sense buy out Sharp? Dave, it depends. Sharp was broken up in North America. Best Buy owns both Sharp, High Sense, and Toshiba. There, if you look at the back of your TV, you'll see Best Buy or a Best Buy exclusive or whatever it is.
Yeah, I would say top 3 TVs were probably Panasonic, Samsung, and Sony.
No, you're wrong.
No.
It's Sony. Then it's
No. Samsung is not. Samsung is the distant third to the top 2.
yeah.
Because Samsung has QLED. Problem with QLED is it doesn't have the contrast that OLED has. Because QLED, you still have a traditional LED panel in the back, so it's still backlit, so you still have light bleed through. With OLED, when the screen is black, the pixel is actually turned off, so that's why you have perfect contrast.
Yeah.
QLED just looks pretty.
In Korea, though, they've got like 8K bloody TVs now.
Oh no, we got 8K here. They're garbage.
Are they?
There's no 8K content. It's just very badly upscaling 4K content. And 8K in the home makes no difference because the human eye, unless you're watching TV on a billboard, for any home watching, you can't actually, your eyes can't perceive anything beyond 4K. So 8K, it's just a gimmick. It's pointless. The difference even between 1080p and 4K is not so much the resolution, it's the HDR, high dynamic range, which is the contrast and color levels. So HDR, not the resolution, is the main difference. So kids, don't buy 8K, it's a gimmick. Now about the story.
I'm more than happy with my beautiful 4K Panasonic.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
OLED.
I am happy with my LED
Crappy.
Sony. No, it's
no. You've got Lee and Bolster. Once they're like a dog with a bone. They'll never let this go.
No, I know.
I'm sorry. Okay.
No,
Okay.
it's the way you two are.
Okay, we're going to agree to disagree on this topic to save Charlotte and Noel from going insane. Yeah.
Oh,
that's a yes from Lee because he's not responded. So that's a yes from Lee.
No, it's non-committal.
Okay, then we will take this up later. Sony.
Panasonic.
I never realised sort of the guards are a bit like stormtrooper-y, aren't they, with the outfit?
So he's actually doubled down on his hit piece on you. If I don't know if you're blocked. See, this is the thing. He blocks people, but he's an hour ago he put up another tweet. He reposted my tweet and he says, "Well, where's the lie?" Where I said that he called you a white supremacist, and he's doubled down and says, "Well, where's the lie?"
He always does that. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? It's like one day when he finally gets sued, we can all dance around him merrily because he will eventually get sued by someone.
Yep.
Well,
I'm looking forward to it.
Well, it shouldn't be. I'm being honest. He shouldn't be allowed to get away with this.
It's defamation.
He's actually
Absolute
covered my
defamation.
name, which is funny. He's actually covered my tweet name. Because he doesn't want to, obviously, because he knows if he. I
love how he asks you questions, and it's like, well, you've blocked me because you're a coward, and he does this to everyone he defames. He blocks them and then he can carry on defaming them and they can't do a damn thing about it. And that's not right. That shouldn't be allowed to happen. Because, you can't report anything because you can't access anything to report. So he can just say anything he likes about you.
Although, come to think of him, I believe I have him on my block list. Maybe I'll unblock him for fun.
So he clipped your video.
They're reporting for defamation.
So he clipped your video where you're talking about the demons of Punjab.
Oh no, that actually no, that video is private, but still actually no.
Yeah, he actually said that you private the video. So
yeah, I privated it because I was tired of getting an hour-long conversations with people that didn't actually watch the video. Like literally, it was non-stop. So I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm done with this.
It's awful that these people just hound people incessantly. It's just like, take a brain and use it. At some point, maybe watch the fucking thing rather than just being told what to think by Mr. Turgid and people like that.
Yeah. But on a happy note, we're back to the show.
This is a really spooky scene as well.
He does have legitimate grounds. Do you know what? One of these days, I'll be in the UK at one of these conventions, and I hope I bump into him. That's all I'm going to say, because I don't want to.
Yeah, he hopes. He just. I live on another continent. Some people should be happy about that. And that's all I'm saying, because maybe I'm scary. I don't know. I'm talking
to say all those things that he says about me behind.
I'm talking about a fictional story of how one mythical person is lucky that the other mythical person is on the other side of a mythical ocean in the magical land of fairies.
And I will be going over to the UK to some of the conventions when I get sorted financially, because it's something I've always wanted to do. So I will be going to the UK at some stage, because I'll be meeting people as well.
I'll get you a Bulls Trek shirt.
Yeah, I'll fucking wear it. Get me a Bulls Trek shirt. I'll bleed and wear it at the convention.
We'll have the logo on the front and Professor Dinkle's on the back.
Yeah, it. That's it. Right here, I took the screenshots anyway, because the moron doesn't realise that I could still see his account. I won't say why, but he's an idiot.
Well, no, you could still see anybody's account unless they make it non-public, and his ego wouldn't allow that. No, I may have a mystical fairy account where I could still see all this stuff, but you'll never know if it exists. The mystical fairy account may occasionally pose as some of these people, and boy, it's fun, hypothetically.
Hmm. See, that even the doctor fucking understands, don't do what other people tell you, make your own mind up. Yep. Mr. Turgid.
Well, no, remember it's Mr. Beardy Woke Pants Piss Baby Reviews.
Why doesn't he mind his own goddamn business and just focus on Doctor Who rather than trying to...
Because he can't, because if his Doctor Who videos are not doing that, and he needs to go out and do what he's doing, because he's a fucking nobody. And everybody knows he's a fucking nobody, and he'll always be a fucking nobody. All he is a mouth behind a fucking computer. He wouldn't have the balls or the guts to say half of the stuff that he says on Twitter or on these videos to wear faces. That's the thing. And this is what I hate about men like him, right? He's a yellow belly piece of fucking shit, right?
I'm looking at his view counts, and he's lucky when he gets past 1,000.
And how many subscribers does he have?
20.8, and he's not being subscriber scraped like the rest of us.
That's a bad ratio.
Lee, it's all animation actually.
Sorry?
It's a bit of the story that still survive.
The Macra terror?
Yeah.
I don't know. All I've ever seen is the telly snaps.
Yeah, I think there's only
Yeah.
telesnaps and production photos.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this will all be animated, Lee, in the chat, I think. He was just asking.
Yeah.
I was just looking based on my standards by the view count that I judge as a failure, at least, well, relative to my channel. He hasn't had a video that's even made it to a quarter of my view count failure rate in months. And my channel's dead because I left for months.
I know. That's the funny thing about it. He needs.
Oh, and Lee, I changed my my avatar just for you, man.
Okay, now.
He needs to remain relevant, right? And you know what? Dan even said it. He needs to apologize to a lot of people, but he won't because he keeps getting away with it.
Well, he will if you sue the bastard.
Well, that's up to he's not. He didn't slander me in that video, so it's up to the people that he slandered in that video to do something about it. So, and I think, and as I said, I think something should be done about it because if he gets away with this one, he'll think that he can get away with it all the time. And yeah, I have told people to report your video because you're a bully. You've called someone a white supremacist with no evidence whatsoever. Just because you clipped the fucking video because you said someone was a diversity hire, whether you agree with that or not, doesn't make him a white supremacist. So shut your bloody mouth. I'm sick and tired of you and your cronies out there bullying every single person, right, that don't think like you bleeding sheep, right? You're an absolute disgrace of a man. You're a nobody. You'll never amount to anything. And this is why you're doing what you're doing because you want to feel validated. Well, you never will be, you muppet. And I'm not finished with you yet because I'll be doing a whole video on you too.
Yeah, drag up the whole saga.
My friends and think you can get away with it. Slander me as well, you have in the past. You ain't getting away with this, right? Someone will finally do something about it. And I've actually put the screenshot up where you made false accusation against Sargon, whatever his name is. People will see what you're really like. There's actually threads, right? If you actually put his name in, there's actually people writing back as far as 2017 about this muppet and about how he's done this in the past. So he has previous, right? Someone has to do something about this. He shouldn't be allowed to get away with it. Put him in his place, and then that's it. It's done.
I would say, I wonder what his employer thinks, but we know what his employer is, so they love it.
There you go. Bit of parity there.
No. Oh, I see. No, that's no.
I love how like half of the stream just turned into a load of us like having fights with our avatar.
I'm not getting involved in this argument between the two of them. So let them, if they want to do Sony and Panasonic.
Can I just say, shit in a bag.
Oh, I remember her.
That was something else. That was. Nobody forced you to shit in the bag.
Oh, you're back.
Seriously, nobody forced her to shit in the bag, right?
But in all respect to Lee, Panasonic does make the best 4K Blu-ray players. Unfortunately, they're too expensive to afford at the moment. So I have a LG.
There's a reason for that. It's because it's better than everything else.
Well, I have an LG player which I hate, which I've been trying to get fixed for months, and I have a Sony player which I like.
Oh, by the way, I've been put in a list for fascists and bigots.
Oh, do you have any idea how many lists I'm on?
So report list. I've reported you muppet.
Wow. I mean, these people are just relentless.
Oh, I've had a load of them come on to me account to give out to me for calling out your one Chloe for her cum jokes about the doctor, like people defending her, like you know, the same people that are saying that John Barrowman should face consequences for sexual misconduct are the same people that are defending a woman that's gone around writing sick cum jokes about the doctor.
Well, these people are all obsessed with the sex anyway because
they don't get any.
Oh,
Yeah.
here he is. Here he is. He finally got his
Doc.
mic working.
How do I sound? Is the microphone working all right?
Yeah,
You sound
you're
awesome.
really clear.
And
yeah,
Yeah,
Super
well, I
Doc,
had a bit of technical issues with it, and
I got
and I'm
a
thinking
question for you, my friend.
oh, no way.
Okay, so here's the question.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So, which TV, in your opinion, is better, Sony or Panasonic? Say Sony.
Sony.
Oh, you traitor!
Yes.
Traitor. Well, it doesn't matter how many of you say it's better. It's wrong. It's Panasonic. Go on any discussion board online. Panasonic always wins.
More
It's
like
amazing.
Panasuck.
Sucky. That's
Yeah.
Sony.
It's
I
enough.
remember I had a
sucky.
Panasonic tape recorder, and it just buggered up after a few weeks.
But that's not
Quite
TV, is it?
I never liked the brand Panasonic.
Although they
No
make
taste.
good 4K players, I'll give them that. But when it comes to TVs, Sony has been God for 6 decades, and it will continue to be God for many
No,
decades more.
Panasonic is the king of the block.
Yeah, the block of shit.
Jealousy is a terrible thing.
No.
Yes.
Just wait until I get my my 75-inch Sony X950.
I'll laugh and it just doesn't work very well.
It works fine.
Mhm. I love it, isn't it? Like Bolstrate says, "Come on stream, and we'll have fun with Noel."
And it's just been you two having an argument.
I came here to pile on Noel. It's not fair.
Yeah, so we end up fighting each other for 2 hours. Well, Noel's TV broke because he has this brand nobody's ever heard of before.
Beco, whatever the fuck.
Oh, Beco, they're a terrible make here in the UK. I mean,
It's like JVC or something.
yeah,
Well, JVC actually used to be good, but now they barely exist. They don't even make TVs anymore.
can't stand HP computers.
Gave my spare Samsung to my mum the other day or the other week.
Samsung used to make good microwaves and stuff like that.
So did you know that Samsung also makes tanks?
Do they?
And those annoying electric windmills you see everywhere, they're made by Samsung.
Ugh.
Wow.
Oh, you mean those bird life killing things that
Yeah,
catch
they're
fire and kill people?
Yeah, they're made by Samsung. One of the largest plants is just outside of Tillsonburg, Ontario.
Horrendous things. Cost more money to run than they generate electricity.
Thanks,
Hey, Noel,
Samsung.
have you got Freeview where you are?
Do we got what?
No, I was talking to Noel there. Does he have Freeview, Talking Pictures TV?
No.
Guess what's on Talking Pictures TV tonight?
What? SOS Titanic.
No, Doctor Who and the Daleks.
No way.
Yeah, I just somebody had mentioned it in Twitter and a few minutes ago. I had a look and I had a check and it's on the now. It's channel 81, Talking Pictures TV.
Oh, unknown 289. So is Bill's Trek? Who's Bill's Trek? Going to join us and watch and sing along to Grease 2. Not unless I'm higher than I was the last time I was on one of Noel's streams. That was a fun time.
That was actually a fun stream, yeah. I can hear someone's
Yeah, I can hear someone screaming. Or maybe it's
Screaming.
somebody outside.
No, it's Lee's mad because his Panasonic TV is crappy and he just realized it.
Delusions.
No
the
delusion.
the amount of people I've had to mute today because of the John Barrowman stuff. They're attacking me because of that.
See, they can't really go after me because
that's how disingenuous they are.
They
They pick on you for something unrelated completely, and it's just grasping at bloody straws.
I know. And then you have the other twat still defaming me, and it's what, over 2.5 years, and she's still at it.
All you need to do, Noel, is say, okay, present me the crime reference number now.
I've said
2 years this has been going on, 2 fucking years. Where's the crime reference number?
Shut the fuck up, that's what I say.
Oh, disaster area. What happened to Pioneer TVs? Pioneer exited the TV market about 10 years ago, right. And everybody was disappointed because they actually did make the best TVs out of everything. But they've gone to focus on peripherals, right. Because Pioneer has been the leader, period, when it comes to audio equipment. They also, although it's sold out right now, I'm waiting for it to get back in production, but they did have what was the best 4K Blu-ray player on the market, which was the LX500. Thing costs as much as the Panasonic. It's like built like a brick. You could kill somebody with this thing. But no, they had to halt production of this nice Blu-ray player when the virus of unknown origin hit. And they haven't restarted, but they're probably upgrading it to a slightly newer version of the Ultimate 4K player. So that's what happened to Pioneer. They came, they kicked ass, and then they left. I'm sure everybody wanted that bit of historical information.
Well, that was absolutely brilliant. Charlotte, just before this goes into a big long conversation about fucking TVs, do the countdown. Is everybody ready? Sorry.
No. I distracted myself while I was talking about things.
You distracted yourself, so you stop distracting yourself now.
Okay, right? We're on to episode 3.
Yeah. We're on episode 3 now. Yeah. This is maybe I should have cancelled this and just done a normal.
Techniques. Yes, they also made once upon a time they were a leader in audio technology, but they're not really a thing in North America anymore.
Oh.
They are an arm of Panasonic, or I believe Panasonic. Panasonic bought them outright.
Right, Charlotte, go for it.
I used to be a tech channel, so this is making me relive the past.
Yep, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I bet you Charlotte wishes she took a day off today.
Sony.
I'm just watching the episode nicely, just like because all of the Bolster talk is literally like another language to me right now.
Were you here for the Friday stream when I smoked some of the fun stuff, which is legal in Canada, and Noel invited me onto the stream?
I was modding Daniel's chat, so I literally popped in to say I can't be on the stream, and then I got a bit of it, and I was like, "Oh, Balls is on," and then I was like, "Oh, Balls is on."
I started with the story.
I caught that bit.
He did, and the story went nowhere. But that was the point, apparently. Yeah. I'm even getting message requests off some weirdos. What the hell, man?
Yeah, check and see how many followers they got. There could be more troll idiots.
Or just block them and don't interact.
Let's see. And PD Rich, Bulls Trek. I mainly use biodynamic headsets, I believe. My headset is a Sony set that I bought 6 years ago, and it still works fine. And Shure, which I'm assuming is your microphone. I like Shure mics, but I've been beating the living fuck out of the same Yeti mic for 5 years. This mic would yell at me for abuse if it could, because all the yelling that I've ever done has been into the same Yeti mic.
Wow, that's taking a beating.
It's not happy. That's why sometimes it craps out.
Yeah,
well, it has a break from you.
Headset out of what we call over in the UK TK Maxx. I've got it for £6.99, and I've got the box here. And it's a USB thing. Just stick it in and
I used to love my Sennheiser headphones, but I don't have them anymore. Sad.
Yes, Sennheiser is nice too. I don't do the USB headphones. I just do 1/4 inch.
No, the story will get finished.
I'm not too keen on the animation in this, but it's a wee bit better than the Fury from the Deep.
Yeah, I just witnessed some of that. It's I said Warner hasn't released any of them on Blu-ray, and now I can see why. So
yeah,
the Blu-rays are although the region 2s, if you want to get them, are region free. They're unlocked if you want to import them for $40 to $50.
Well, the latest animation I'm looking forward to is The Evil of the Daleks.
Yeah, it's from the same team who did this one, isn't it? Super Doctor, isn't it the same people?
Oh dear.
No, I mean the Macra animation team.
All right, yeah.
Aren't they the ones doing that one you just talked about?
I assume it is. I don't really know anymore because they changed them.
Well, I think I heard a few people say, "Oh, it's the same people who did Macra." So, and you can tell it's so much better. I think it just if you watch this in comparison to some of the older ones, some of the newer ones, sorry, you can just tell there's more care with this team.
Yeah.
They actually take their time with it.
I actually prefer Cosgrove Hall, but they'll not do it anymore.
Yeah, they did the first batch of
they
did Invasion. The Invasion and I think 2 or 3 others that followed.
Yeah.
Although the Invasion was the only one for a couple of years.
Yeah. I remember when
Web of Fear episode 3 was appalling. Yeah, I'm no longer excited to see these.
Yeah.
I think it was also bad because didn't they release the clip for Web of Fear on Doctor Who Day? So people were like, "Oh, we'll get some announcements," and then they saw the clip and they were like, "What on earth is that?"
Matt Pounder says the shot animation was awful. It actually was, and Ian Levine had been working on an animation of that for years, which was actually clips that I'd seen were a lot better, but they said no and went with that instead.
Yeah. I think Ian Levine was furious of this release because they cut bits out of it, rather because he's seen the original stuff.
So, shot of the idea was they were going to reenact the bits that were never filmed. BBC used most of the surviving actors.
Yeah.
Levine used actors that sounded like them, but there's no reason that they could have used Levine's animation and just re-recorded the audio.
Right, I'm about to post something on my account, which you all have to take a look at. I'm at being sent a disgusting message, and I don't care. I'm posting it because the account was only set up in August, so it's a troll account. But wait till you read this disgusting message. There's 2 parts to it now, right? So there's 4 tweets and then there's 2 underneath it. So look at the whole thing.
Gary's wife liked my tweets, and Gary will often stay away from it. His wife will go. She's going to make Mr. Beardy cry if she gets a hold of him. Okay, so I'm just going to go to Noel. Oh, it's a cartoon avatar. Yeah. Dude, they're just degenerates and deviants. Just see them like that and it all makes sense.
They seem to be obsessed about this anime.
Mm-hmm.
because they're not getting any.
Well, someone just says, how does it feel never to have been touched by a woman?
Then you say, well, no, I think the only person you could say that to is Lee, well, and Charlotte. So yeah, they're legit. But no, aren't you married? Wow.
Yeah, I'm a married man. I've been happily married now for over 2 years.
And I'm divorced.
3 years. 3 years. Sorry, I better get that right. It should kill me. 3 years now.
And I'm divorced, which means my marriage must have been worse than I thought it was. That was a joke.
Yeah, I know. I'm just so disgusted by that other tweet that I've just thrown up.
And I apologize. I did not mean to assume Charlotte's sexuality.
Well, you've heard me say like, oh, I like sexy Indiana Jones, and I like. So.
Okay, yes. So I assumed correct.
And you've heard me say like, oh, there's nothing wrong with having male leads which are like appealing. So that should give you enough of a clue.
Well, that's what 90% of women would say. Well, straight women would say, but no, it's the 10%. Lee Halfer, how many old episodes still exist? Roughly about 50%. What's the it's 158 or something like that are still missing?
Yeah.
That's not stories though, that's individual episodes.
Yeah, I'll never understand that policy BBC had back in the day.
Because the BBC has always been run by morons. Just they used to be able to make good content.
See, back in the day, that they wanted to junk all those Doctor Who's because they thought they were worthless, and it's a large portion of classic television going back to the 50s, or was it early 60s? Well, kind of the early 60s that have been wiped out, totally wiped out, including Dard's Army and all that.
It was such a stupid policy because initially, I guess it kind of made sense because videotape was so expensive, they would reuse the videotapes. So from a certain perspective, you could see that because you couldn't actually afford to keep everything. But from the perspective of literally throwing them in the incinerator, how do you do that?
I know.
Like, we don't have room for it. Well, then give it to somebody that can put them in their basement.
Exactly.
We would when Ian Levine stopped the BBC in 77 or no 78. Yeah, it was the year I was born. He saw piles, and all episodes of the Daleks were actually due to be incinerated that day.
Wow.
Yeah.
And those episodes have never been found anywhere else. So the Daleks, one of the most significant Doctor Who stories, was saved by like a matter of hours.
PD's in the chat. PD, I did send you a link because I knew you were streaming with Rabbi. If you want to pop on, I sent you an email.
He wants to go tell us how great Sony is because he'll like Sony too.
No, if PD Rich is a man worth his salt, and he's a tech guy as well, he will know Panasonic has the edge on.
He will know that he will know that Sony is the best.
Yes.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
No.
Here's a little thing. So the OLED screens for both Sony and Panasonic are actually made by LG.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's the processors inside that are different, and Sony has the X1 processor, which is the best processor in the world.
Panasonic.
Yeah.
Sony.
Better. It's Panasonic.
No, but I bet in hindsight, the BBC is quite happy they burnt like those things because they can keep double dipping.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm thinking just for think about how many versions they released of those stories now as like different versions. Whereas if they survived, they wouldn't have the excuse to keep selling it.
But the problem is we don't know how many missing Doctor Who episodes are still out there because they went to different TV stations across the world.
The trouble is that if they haven't been recovered now, that they will most like if they haven't been stored absolutely perfectly, within all this time, they would have, started to disintegrate and turn to mush.
The 2013 stories that Philip Morris discovered, they were in pretty good shape. But again, that was 8 years ago. There is a pretty good chance because employees from the BBC would, because they had multiple copies. Employees, because they went around the world, employees at the BBC would take them home. And I think there's enough evidence to indicate that at least one copy of every missing episode made it out of the BBC. But it depends on if it ever be discovered.
I reckon there's a very good chance that a lot of these are in very private, like Uber fan collections, and these people will rather keep them private because they don't want anyone else to have them, so they've got this edge over. You get people like that.
Oh yeah,
and then it's only when they pass away that we stand a chance of recovering.
When they pass away, the relatives, what the hell is this old thing?
Yeah, chuck it out.
They're probably Jodie fans too.
Oh yeah, it's like, you can't have those evil white men having these.
Yeah, but if they're like Uber fans, would they not like put something in a will, you think? Or sort of leave some sort of thing of, I know, kids, you don't know what this is, but keep it like, keep hold of it. It might make you some money down the line.
Yeah, well, once upon a time, I would have said if I suddenly found them, I'd give them to the BBC for free and would just want a credit on the DVD. Now, if I were to discover them, I would make it clear that I do have them, and the BBC is not touching them, and they are going to. I will only authorize any of the many boutique DVD and Blu-ray companies out to release it. I would actually give it to Shout Factory. And tell the BBC, if you want these released, you can't touch them. You have to license them to Shout Factory, and you don't get any money. Yep. And if they say no, then I just make them available for torrents.
That's it. Can they do that? Yeah. Would you be able to get away with that, though? Yeah.
Well, I found them, so technically I own them.
If you own them.
I'm also in a different country.
Wow! Oh, look at.
And I would make it public that I.
So Philip Morris is looking into a lead still for 8 possible episodes. Yeah. He's working on getting them, I think.
Yeah. He's been working on that, I think, for a few years. He just doesn't want to make it public because when it was made public last time. They actually put his life in danger because they were saying where he was, and he was in some not very nice lands looking for stories.
Hello, Mr. PD Rich.
Hello there.
PD Rich.
I don't actually have this episode, so I'm just sitting here saying hi.
That's okay. I got a question for you, my friend.
I've got the link for you.
Okay, so which TV is better, Sony or Panasonic? Sony.
Well, I use a lot of. I personally use a lot of Sony because I'm lazy and just buy Sony stuff.
Okay, so that counts as a yes, Sony.
No, that counts as a don't know because he hasn't.
No, that counts as no. He uses Sony because it's awesome. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to play with yucky Panasonic.
Just because everyone else in the chat was on my side.
No, they're all.
But I still do have a Panasonic VHS player.
We're 15 minutes into the 3rd episode, so
okay.
I have a Panasonic DVD recorder.
Wow. Everybody had that recorder.
Yeah.
I think I have one in my basement, actually.
Lee Halford says, I wish they'd wipe Series 11. Don't worry, they probably won't.
I just wish they would have wiped the Series 11, 12, and 13 in the specials.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are lots of unsold DVDs and Blu-rays.
Yeah.
To the point that I don't believe they'll carry them physically in Walmart anymore because they had to send literally 90% of them back. And Best Buy won't carry them in stores anymore either because none of them sold.
I don't think even Poundland in the UK would even touch them.
No, but they're like poison. I think that's why we're not getting the animated stories because Warner has the license in North America.
No problem.
And they had no choice but to release them. And I think they lost a lot of money. So that's why they're not releasing the animated episodes.
Holy shit, that little clip that I clipped up on my Twitter account, 419 views.
What clip?
The clip
the
where
one where we learned that I'm a bad person.
yeah, 419 views. It's after getting. No wonder all the little bots are coming onto my account. I just keep muting them all because
See that nobody's coming onto my account because I blocked them all.
See, I won't block them anymore, right? I'd rather mute them because I know that drives because they do be begging me to block them, and that's what they want.
For me, muting wouldn't work because they were spamming my account to the point of making it unusable. So if I mute them, I won't see them, but anybody that goes on to any of my tweets will see nothing but hundreds of pictures.
Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose in your case that's a different situation because I know what pictures they were throwing up. But in mine, they're just coming after me, calling me, "Oh, you're defending a sexual predator and all of this." But yet you're a hypocrite. You're going after a girl that makes sick cum jokes. Well, no, as I've already said, and I'll state again, did the police or any of the colleagues that worked with John Barrowman file a police report? No.
No, they didn't.
Colleagues work with him after the fact? Yes. Has he apologized several times? Yes. So take your fake outrage, shovel where the sun don't shine. All right? It's done. He hasn't done anything. It wasn't sexual. They've even said it themselves. So don't keep calling him a sexual predator and all of this other rubbish that he's calling John Barrowman.
They're just a bunch of fucking homophobes. Period.
Yep.
It's funny how they don't go after Noel Clarke in the same way. I just want to point that one out.
Well, yeah, they do kind of not like the the gay white males are now toxic along with the rest of us.
Yeah.
But then there's the whole thing with the LGB thing. I'm like, well, if the 3 letters are mad at the 4th letter and don't want to have anything to do with the 4th
5th
letter,
and 6th letter,
yeah, or well, maybe at least the 4th letter should reevaluate the way it's doing things because when the other 3 letters want nothing to do with you.
Well, we just want our own advocacy, right? Because our needs are different. You know, that's just all it boils down to. You know, the fact that we have these the LGBTQ plus cult who are trying to redefine homosexuality as homogenderality. I guess I don't know because it's like saying if a gay man doesn't sleep with a man with a vagina, there's something wrong with them. And I'm sorry, that is homophobic. Go fuck yourselves.
It's a you can't help what you're actually attracted to and not attracted to.
And no one should be forced. Exactly. I mean, I'm sorry, no one should be forced to sleep with someone for any reason, right? Otherwise, it's a bit rapey. I'm sorry, but it is.
Well, it's not all, but a lot of that one letter seems to be a bit twisted and militant. Whereas literally everybody I know, and I know a lot from the first 3 letters, they're literally normal people.
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
There's a lot of trans people who are just not on board with any of this either. You know, they get called scum, they get ostracized, they get told. You know, the same thing as the black people who are not on board with identity politics get called Uncle Toms and all this other racist bullshit. So they don't give a shit about race. They don't give a shit about trans people. They don't give a shit about anyone. All they care about is their political agenda and using groups to get there.
What they care about is power. And this gives them power because society backs them up.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I should say the law backs them up. Society actually kind of hates them.
Yeah. It's like they're not helping themselves and not helping us.
Because when you get to court, they normally end up getting sued for buggery.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, it's a law kind of. I think it's kind of like political system backs them up, but the law doesn't. We get the political side, and they get to the courts. As I said, they normally get shot to shit.
Well, as much as you may try to normalize something which is deviant and disgusting, which I'm not going to say what it is here, the law in 99% of society is the actual law, and 99% of society is not going to agree with you, and you're going away, and then you're going to be on a list.
Well, Stonewall lied about what the laws were to the people they were basically extorting money from. This is why all these companies are leaving their partnership program, because they lied to everyone that, you know, all these rights and laws that were supposedly in place were gender based, but they were not. They were sex based, and this has been called out, and that's why Stonewall's on the rocks, and rightly so.
See, I notice every time I pop by, we never talk about the episode. I apologize.
That's all right. You don't pop in much, Bowls Trek, so when you do pop in, we have wonderful conversations.
Oh, Kitty Rich, you should have been here the last time I showed up on a Friday because.
I was.
Were you? I was high as fuck.
Yeah, I remember the story.
Because I wasn't planning on streaming, and it's
legal
to
be
high in Canada.
So just want to make that clear. Just for any Muppet out there, it's legal in Canada.
It is legal.
It's legal.
It is.
That's why I said it on the stream. It's legal. If it's legal, do it.
I got it from the legal store. We literally have like 15 of them in my city. All of them do quite well, and I do it. It was Friday, and it had been a shitty week. I was tired, and I wanted to unwind, so I'd been having some gummy things and some smoky things. And I wasn't intending on being on. And then Noel said, "Hey, you want to come on?" I warned him. I'm like, "Dude, I'm high as fuck." He's like, "Brilliant." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
To be fair, the Friday streams are becoming a bit of a free for all.
Yeah.
There's just like not so many rules on Friday contact. It's just like, let's just have fun.
Well, I did try last night's one. Now I did try. We did kind of keep it on top the topics that we were talking about. But
Was that because I wasn't there?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. Well, we love having you on. I don't mind if we deviate too much, but once we get back to the topic of conversation that we're supposed to be talking about, I don't give a shit.
Like today is supposed to be about the watch along, and what do we discuss? TVs.
I think I have ADD. I must have ADD. That's got to be what it is.
Must be. Yeah. Or PSD, Panasonic, PDS.
Yeah,
Panasonic derangement syndrome.
Yeah, I was about to say, Panasonic.
The best.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Fight me. It's the best.
How many times has the Panasonic logo showed up on Classic Who?
What's that got to do with anything?
That means it's cool. It appeared several times in the Pertwee era.
PD's part of your little fight now.
Oh God.
Phillips.
What? Do you know why? Almost everything I pull apart's got a bloody Philips motherboard in it.
Phillips is good for affordability.
I know. Everything I was literally pulling apart like audio products, like they've all got like Philips motherboards in. It's like, but they're not made by Philips.
It's just a brand now, isn't it? It's just a label.
It's subcon to make the motherboards. The main boards are daughter boards.
Mm-hmm.
Everything I'm pulling apart.
Just as good as Tefal.
Yeah, they're like Tefal. Yeah.
We didn't have Philips in North America for many years. It went under their other name, Magnavox. Then they went back to Philips.
Oh, they're Magnavox.
Raymond Williams says Panasonic doesn't have Disney Plus app, therefore it's better. There you go.
My Sony has an everything app because it has Android TV.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
I could have Alexa on there if I want, but I told Alexa to go away.
Oh, and Matthew Powell says, just read BBC is part of the Stonewall organization. Yeah, they have the Pride, BBC Pride within the BBC organization, which has a lot of clout, and it really shouldn't, because TV entertainment should have nothing to do.
Yeah,
with
it should be completely independent
politics. Of it. Yeah, absolutely.
It's actually kind of funny when my 4K monitor displays my DVD on the screen at its actual resolution. It's like this little box in the corner.
Oh.
See, pointless. Sony, pointless.
Right, are we on the next episode? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Sony.
Right, so get it ready.
Panasonic.
Right, so when Charlotte and everybody in the chat is ready, just press 1. And we'll get going on this last episode. The last one, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted today.
No, I'm
It's
part
episode 5.
aren't we?
What?
Episode 5.
Episode
4.
5?
There's no episode 5.
There's no episode 5. It's only 4 episodes. What
Is
are you
it?
talking about?
Yeah.
I lost count. Because I got so warped into this Sonic Sony debate. I got confused.
See, he was wrong about the episode, which means he's also wrong about the name brands.
Exactly.
You're just fucking wrong.
Right,
Didn't we have a conversation like this about Mac and PC once?
I think we did, yeah.
I believe that went on for about 6 hours.
It did. It went up because I think you were slagging my Chromebook and then you went on a big rant about computers.
Sony overpriced. Well, they're expensive. LG are far better value for the money. Unless you're like me and your LG 4K player decides it doesn't want to play 4K discs anymore, and then you spend 3 months fighting with LG trying to get this fixed. Then they say we've escalated it to get a resolution. I'm like, just fix the fucking thing. And then they finally get back. I'm like, well, we lost your ticket number.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I have my ticket number right here. I'm like, well, that's not valid anymore. Well, fix my fucking player. And they're like, well, when did you buy it? Well, it's been over a year now. It's been a year and like 2 weeks by this point because you've been dicking me around for 3 months.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, it's not covered anymore. Fuck you.
Said you had it. Second you got it, it should have been covered.
Yep.
Now here, even, and I have to say this in fair play, I know Eddie of Scarrow doesn't talk to some of yous, right? Which is fair enough. That's up to himself. But he's also
okay. I don't start battles.
Listen, he's at the defending you here. He's at the defending you here because he's at the see me clipped video, and he said that's slander. Deserves
it's libel.
So
I like I said, there are YouTubers that I don't really associate with much. But you know what? I don't get into arguments anymore on our side.
I know you don't.
Unless it's somebody on our side, like we won't call we'll call him Rabies. Unless somebody like Rabies who pretended to be on our side hypothetically went to the other side. That's a different story.
Yeah.
If it's on our side, I don't do.
He's defending you there. He's saying it's slander. So I just thought you should.
No, it's tight. Oh no, it is slander if it's spoken. Yeah, it is slander. Yeah, slander. And he doubled down.
Was written.
Well, that's the way I clipped it. I downloaded his whole stream, so I have his whole fucking 38-minute stream.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to report his video for defamation and slander, it's 6 minutes and 57 seconds. Just so you know.
Yeah. So if you want to go in and report the video, because it is harassment as well, by the way.
Yeah, it's defamation. That's destroying someone's reputation, and
exactly. Yeah.
It's not okay.
And I also put up the screenshot.
And it's against guidelines to go after these people. Like, and the only reason we're addressing another YouTube channel is because they're doing this. If they didn't do this, we wouldn't have any reason to.
Exactly. We wouldn't even be talking about the idiots. This is the thing. People say, well, why you keep talking? Well, we're not going to allow people to go around and keep slandering.
Well, it's
I'm sorry, what do you want us to do? Sit back and let people accuse us of all sorts? That's not
what I'll say is this one individual is a special case because this one individual has been after many people for years.
Yeah.
This one person actually is a problem, and this one person in one way or another does need to be taught a lesson.
Well, they have previous as well. We put up screen. They have previous as well. So they accuse someone of saying what I said earlier on, but I won't say it. Repeat it again. Just watch the stream. But here, listen. Let's get the last part going. So if Charlotte is ready now, and I hope you all know now, it's 4 episodes, right? So it's the 4th one. So if you're ready to do the countdown, Charlotte, I'll be absolutely.
Yep. So 5.
Yep.
4.
Yep.
3.
Yep.
2.
Yep.
1. Go.
Sony.
Panasonic.
This debate is gonna go on for a long time now.
Oh yeah, retro resolution. LG don't manufacture their own LCD panels anymore. Well, nobody does LCD anymore. But no, LG actually has the patent for OLED, so they manufacture all OLED screens for all brands.
There we go.
Oh God.
But I will never buy another product with the LG name on it ever again.
Will you not?
Well, I've got a brick in my living room, dude.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we'll play DVDs fine. It will play regular Blu-rays fine. But this is a known fault in their players, which they refuse to address.
See, this scene is something that we've sort of all said, oh God, I would love to see it in real life, just to see Jamie running around with these real, like, physical Macra would have been amazing.
So apparently the Macra was in the back of a van and that's how they were able to transport it about the place, and they had paper plates for the eyes, and the eyes were lit by kind of
Well, there's one surviving clip of the Macra.
Yeah.
There's some production photos as well.
Yeah.
And some of the scenes were kind of cut for the Australian censors when they were discovered.
Okay.
Yeah,
would they like
all
too
these
violent?
stories have photo reconstructions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. We had a bit of hoo-ha on Rab's stream earlier.
No? What happened?
Hoo-ha. Oh, we just had get this kind of sub-trolling. It's not trolling.
Yeah,
People know
just this stream. They're out of force today because I've called certain people out for sick jokes, and this is what happens. We call someone out, then they target everybody that were associated.
Yeah, because they're that fragile, they can't handle any form of dissent.
We just had kind of like a slightly anti-comics gate lot and a slightly pro-comics gate lot, and they're all kind of like, just kind of not crossing the border enough to ban, if you know what I mean.
And Dave Tablo says he had an LG TV blow up once. If it was a plasma, they were actually prone to that, which is one of the reasons why they don't make plasma TVs anymore, because they were very hot. And if you put it in a closet or something, they were notorious for catching fires. So that's why plasma has been because literally what a plasma TV was, you're looking at millions of little explosions. That's what makes your picture.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when the Doctor Who was on back in the 80s and that, and my dad had a television set and he was fixing it, and he was taping Doctor Who, and it went on fire right in front of me.
Yeah.
Wow!
I guarantee
I saw the smoke rising, the black smoke rising out of it, and
would have been almost guaranteed it was a Zenith. Because it actually burnt down part of the Royal Palace, or a Zenith TV. Yeah, that's why Zenith is no longer a major name. Like, they still exist, but they haven't been a major name in electronics since then, because I believe a few people were killed by their TVs.
Wow.
So guaranteed. Ask your dad. It was almost certainly a Zenith.
Yeah. You also couldn't. You had to use a special cloth to clean the plasma, didn't you?
Yeah.
Or else you left the print.
Oh, and you also had the whitewashing option on a plasma TV, where if you had screen burn in, you could whitewash it. So what it did was essentially it would run at maximum temperature with a completely white screen for most of them. It was 6 hours.
Wow.
You literally had, and you couldn't. It would run so hot you couldn't touch it. Like, plasma TVs were a terrible idea.
Yeah.
And plasma is extremely hard to control.
They last about 4 or 5 years as well. And
you can't even clean the screens. If there's something on your screen, you go to clean it. It leaves a mark permanently as well.
It'll literally melt the fingerprints into the screen.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
To clean it with special cleaner and a special cloth.
That's why the heyday of plasma was only a few years.
Yeah, it was a bad idea.
I think it was the anti-static stuff that they had to clean their televisions with. That they could only use because of the amount of the static that was generated. I mean, remember the old television sets? You just came near them, you get a static discharge in your fingers and that. And the flicker rate in them was really high.
Yep.
Back then, and you could smell the smells and all that as you turned it on and that, and it was like you could hear a boom as you were just press that button in and that. And
the only ones like Pioneer plasma TVs, because of the high high manufacturing standards were better than most. They were actually able to control the heat. But low-end plasma, you're taking your life in your hands.
Yeah. You may as well just
See,
look at a hand grenade.
The chips inside the television get excessively hot, and they need to be kind of cooled down after a while.
That was one of the reasons why Pioneer pulled out early, because it was so expensive to make death traps that would catch on fire. And their strength was always in audio and video peripherals anyway. So that's one of the reasons, because they pulled out of the market before LED was even introduced.
Well, Ted is not happy.
Well, no, you broke his TV, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need you to keep bringing that up. It's a very sore topic of conversation right now.
Uh-oh.
You know.
Well, if
Well,
we
can
want
you
a
ask for your
happy
old
story-
TV back now that maybe they can afford
it?
it?
The millionaires probably got rid of it now, so that's the thing. So it's.
Well, maybe they can get you one or borrow one for you.
Yeah, return the favor.
Yeah. No.
See, back in the days, you would have to, you could rent televisions and all that.
Yeah, radio rentals.
With the coin operated
radio rentals, and they were a good company in that, because they could just send someone out to that person's house, and they would get the television fixed in a day or something like that. They would take the television away and that, it done its service away into the 90s and all that, and it became a company called Endeavour, I could remember, and Thorn EMI and that, and they went out of business and all that, and they get taken over by that, and I don't really know what happened to these companies.
Well, we never had the coin operated TVs over here, but I've seen. Actually, I put one up as a tweet the other day.
No, you rent it off the company. It's not coin operated. I had the coin ops in Spain once.
No, they had them in the. I did some research. The coin rental TVs actually for a time did exist in the UK.
Wow.
But it never existed. That I don't even know if that would have. No, that actually would never have flown in North America. But then the TVs in the UK were always significantly more expensive than they were over here.
Yeah.
And for some reason, whenever I see a picture of a TV in the UK, I don't know what's up, but y'all like your 32 inches. Everybody seems to have a 32-inch TV, whereas if it's in the US and Canada, it's like 55 inches is small.
Yeah.
So I just want to point out, just typing in TARDIS Zone Macra Terror, we've got 4 watch-alongs of the Macra Terror. One from 1 year ago, one from 1 year ago, one from 3 months ago, and this one.
Wait, you watched this 3 months ago?
Did I?
You did?
Or maybe I did.
So I'm just going to go and watch the end of that one so I can tell you what my score was.
No, because it could be different from what you said the last time. That's cheating.
Probably not.
Yeah, it's playing. I just haven't been. I'm sorry to everybody that wanted to pay attention. That's I will not be here next week, and you can enjoy your show.
Yeah, we still had a fun. It's still been a fun stream. Look, don't worry about it.
Although this week I am taking Charlotte and Daniel's recommendation, because I noticed that that Line of Duty show has popped up on my Netflix, so I'm going to give it a watch, even though it's BBC. Apparently, it's earlier BBC. So I will report back next time I stream if it's right. But if you two like it, then I'm sure I'll like it.
Yeah, I'll, just to keep it short. Like, obviously, once you get to if you get to series 5 and 6, that's obviously a lot more recent BBC. So you're
I'm probably
gonna
going to skip those.
Some things from the BBC in there, but the earlier series.
I may just watch the first few seasons. But as soon as it gets to when the BBC went to hell, I don't think I want to.
No, I think you should though, because they're still great. Look, I haven't watched it all yet, but the stuff that I've seen, it leaves on a cliffhanger nearly every bleeding week, mate.
It's still really good writing. I just think because of how sensitive you are, balls, to some of that stuff, it's probably going to seem a lot more worse than it is. If that makes sense.
I'm sure if it started in 2013, the BBC was normal back then, so I have no doubt those will be.
Here's the thing, though. I think the way right now, just the way things are, right, in Hollywood and our shows, I think you kind of have to go into these shows, especially, Line of Duty, as she said, is great writing. Now, obviously, some people have said that the later seasons, there's a bit of that creeping in. But I think in this case, because the writing is so good, it's easy to ignore all of that other shit.
Yeah, that's what I always say to sort of.
Well, I know, Raymond Williams says it's great, but the last series did have ticking box inclusions. Well, it would have had to, because that's policy at the BBC. It doesn't matter what show it is.
Yeah.
It has to have a certain degree of representation, which is stupid.
But again, if the characters are written well, right,
Well, I think a show like this, for the main cast, would be an exception because it predates.
Why do Macra need stairs? Like really thin stairs up?
Because they want to be safe.
How do they get up those stairs?
They got tentacles.
It doesn't.
I don't know. Is there stairs? All I see is a doctor staring at a screen, lots of writing.
See, they got feet.
Yeah, and maybe
it's
like
about a third. Like, it's about a quarter of the width.
No,
of
Joy, how did they get up on those stairs? That makes no sense. They're fucking crabs.
They could have good dexterity.
Sideways? Did the crab walk up sideways or something? I do like this story, though. I have to say,
dude, I
this
haven't.
scene is a brilliant scene, though. This is the scene where he reassures. He gives out to her first, but then he gives her reassurance.
This is the first time I've actually watched this whole DVD. The last time I actually watched this story was probably in 2006 on a loose cannon telesnap reconstruction.
Yeah. So how are you finding it?
I haven't been watching.
You haven't paid attention because you're talking about bleeding Sony and fucking TVs and computers.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I have to do it a fifth time now and bring you on to do it properly. Lee's not going to like that.
Okay, next time I do one of these, I will stick to the story because I got to do something about my ADD.
Right. Well,
that's because he knows that Sony isn't as good.
Right. Let's see. Right. I'll tell you what. If you come back next week, right, to do a watch along, I'll let you pick the classic story for next week. Ballstack.
See, that could go two ways.
I know what it is.
Next week will be Macra Terror.
I already know what it is.
Right. So what are we doing next week, Ballstrack? Tell the audience.
We are doing Image of the Fendal.
Wow, that's
a story that I've always liked, but nobody else likes.
Oh, is that the one that was filmed on Set the Prisoner?
No.
No, that's the one where Wonder
That's the
Bentham.
That's the mask thingy, isn't it?
The painter Gold and all that, and Tom Baker.
It's the one with the weird glowy-eyed woman that stands in the middle of a pentagram.
Right, but
sorry, that's a Mask of Man Dracula. I was thinking.
I'm willing to bet you've never done a watch along with that one.
Right. Well, I will do a little trailer for it tonight. That's next week's story, folks. So there you go. Ballstrack will be joining us, and he's promised to stick to the topic of. We'll see how long we last. I'll give him 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I give him 5.
No. I will try an experiment. Can I actually not have ADD for a stream?
I doubt it. But look again.
That's what Sony TVs do to you.
No, it's the Panasonic sucky.
Oh, here, look what Lee Halford put up.
Sony Image of the Fendal.
There we go.
See,
the better image of the Panasonic.
They actually the tapes would have been played back on industrial Sony players.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but that was it. What's the name of the Ampex tape they used to use on that stuff?
Ampex.
That was very expensive, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's why they wiped them.
Yeah.
Well, then they incinerated them. We were talking about this earlier because they're stupid.
Yeah. They're also very dangerous. It's like the original ones are actually made of steel.
Yeah. The original ones were steel. Then it was actual tape. It was super. It was super flammable tape, so they had to store them carefully.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, one of my lecturers was telling me at university, if you got hit by one of the steel tapes, you'd probably get cut to pieces.
Yep.
If it broke loose, I'm like, geez, I'd hate to have been an engineer back there.
Oof.
Everything explodes or cuts you to pieces.
Could you, and that's why you're only allowed to cut a tape 4 times.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That stuff's dangerous.
Oh, I love the old VHSs. I love the smell.
It's like the old Space Quest games being an engineer back then.
Love the old smell of VHS tapes.
Yeah.
You know, when you put them in and they start heating up and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the Betamax?
Yep.
I had it was the first kind of video that I had. There was the Betamax, and I think it kind of it chewed up the tapes, but
Yep.
Yeah.
The first video format I ever had was RCA Selectavision CED.
Wow.
Capacitance
leads the way.
Yep. Capacitance electronic disc. It was
Didn't,
literally the record record player equivalent for video, and they were.
I remember seeing
Here's to the
Technomone do a video.
Oh yeah, he's done a few of them on it. You had this big cartridge, and you just hoped to hell that it would actually come out and the thing would play, and it skipped like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Betamax better quality than VHS?
It was.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Well, the beta, super beta, was used professionally. Nobody wanted to touch SVHS because it was shit.
Oh yeah.
And even after a beta was no longer used for mainstream, Super Beta was used by most television studios until they switched to HD. So beta was being used until the late 2000s. In some cases, the early 2010s.
Yeah.
Now it just goes straight to a server.
Yep.
because I think I seen ET on Betamax.
Oh, what about everything was real? Actually, I don't know because ET, oddly enough, didn't get a release until I think it was 1988. Actually,
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, it would have been near the end of beta, so probably it would have had a release in '88.
Wow, it was actually in the early '80s. My dad brought I think it was the ET.
It must have been a regular copy in a video shop.
It would have been it would have been a copy from the rentals, and
I see.
and it was that snowy and all that, and it was that bad you could hardly watch it.
Yeah. We got an copy of ET. An early OR.
I think the movie that I've owned on the most formats I counted was actually Star Trek 2. So get this. So I have had it on CED.
Wow.
I have had it on beta. I had it on VHS 4 times. I had it on DVD twice. I've had it on Blu-ray 3 times. And I'm getting the 4K when it comes out.
I love that film.
Yep.
I prefer the motion picture. Sorry.
Oh, you purist.
Yeah.
Gremlins is in 4K, and quite a lot of the 80s movies are in 4K now.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the film, all the movies released on film are easier to upscale than.
Well, the
recent.
thing with 4K, I find modern movies, there's not much of a difference between Blu-ray and 4K. A slight difference with the HDR, but not much. Which is why if you want to upgrade to 4K, there's a massive difference if it was filmed on 35 mil, and it's a decent transfer. Like the 4K of The Shining is probably the best physical media release I've ever seen. But 4K is based off modern movies. Honestly, just save the money and go with Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're filmed digitally, and most of them are only in 2K anyway, so it's an upscale, and some of them are very badly upscaled.
Yeah, that's what I hate. Sorry, Charlotte, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, watching this now after I've watched multiple like Batman things, this so looks like Joker gas.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, yeah.
Because I like the games as well, like the Arkham games, and like whenever he does anything with Joker Gas in them, it's so like looks just like this.
Oh.
So a little bit in my head now, I'm thinking, why are you guys not laughing manically?
Can I just say the animation rendering here it's got all these color banding on it. It's not good.
See, you're watching the
moving
color.
gas. I've got moving gas. That's all I got.
Yeah, the gradation is not smooth.
Yeah, and Polly's hair's wrong as well for this.
What should it look like?
Yeah, I think Polly's hair was tied up at the back, and they've just got it kind of short for this one.
Yeah. Do.
I just think this would have been a lot better if they had kept the actual recordings of this.
But
in the actual episode.
I was going to say, don't they do these by having the audio survive and then they just animate and drop in the audio? I thought that's what they did with these animations.
Yeah.
I think that's what they do, yeah. But I don't know, man. I mean, I honestly do believe, even though like the animation is better on this one, I mean, with these classic stories and being so popular, you think BBC would like throw more money into them?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all about the bottom line at the end of the day.
Oh, I know that, but they're really missing a trick here, because if there was time and effort put into these, right, and they were done exactly the way they're supposed to be done, and with the animation, the way it was filmed live, then I don't think fans would mind paying the money that they do pay for these animations.
Oh, our favorite music's back.
Yeah. Sounds like a Bon Tempi piano.
Or like chitty chitty bang bang music.
Oh.
Yeah, it's definitely most profit for the smallest expenditure sometimes with the Beeb.
Yeah. But if they could do something with deep fakes as well, they've got the good technology there. They could do it, and they could do it in next to nothing. And
I think that'll be the next generation.
That'll be the next way they get money out of people, by really doing the same stories again, but deep fakes.
Yeah. Getting actors to reenact it.
See if they could do the deep fakes and remaster Power of the Daleks and that, and they do a kind of real something, or even get David Bradley to film a few episodes.
Yeah.
See, that's what I don't understand. Like, because Bradley, God love him, is getting on now.
Yeah, I know.
They won't always have him, and he's a really good stand-in.
Yeah.
So it's like they need to be doing things like that now while we still have Bradley.
Yeah.
He's willing to do sort of because he's still doing like bits and bobs filming wise in character as the First Doctor, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I think he do something for Time Fracture as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's still like up for doing it in costume, not just the audio. So they should do something with him.
Fake William Hartnell's face, but then it'd be kind of disrespectful to.
Considering what they did to William Hartnell last time, yeah.
So it'd be disrespectful to obviously William Hartnell and also David Bradley. Look, this whole deep fake conversation, I've had it before. I'm not entirely convinced. I think there's, because some of the actors are dead. I know they did it with the Star Wars with Leia. I just don't feel comfortable personally with them doing it, to be honest, unless they get permission off the dead person's family. Then,
although maybe because it's based off the person's actual performance with the audio, might be a little bit different.
No, that's why I think they should just do some. They should literally just film some new stuff. Maybe if it is some of these old missing episodes, and have Bradley just play the first Doctor. I think fans would be up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, I'm in the corner with Matthew Pounder on this one. He plays a good Hartnell, but I don't think he plays a good First Doctor. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably due to the writing and the
Yeah,
directing.
with
Because
Moffat,
I think because of Stephen Moffat, the way he was writing it, he wrote the First Doctor as a sexist bigot.
Yeah, that
And
was
that was
That's
under
the
demand
worst
from the
thing they could
BBC.
ever do.
I don't think
Yeah.
that wasn't Moffat. That was the BBC.
Well, it was.
And-
Yeah.
Like they kind of shoehorned it in.
That's Pierce Wanger.
yeah, fucking Wanger.
Yeah.
Well,
I felt really annoyed by that because
Pierce
I really felt sorry for Hartnell's family.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
you know, that they'd be looking at this, and even Caroline Ford, and they'd be thinking, what's this all about? You know,
Seriously, because you wonder why Mark Gatiss didn't pick up the role, having to, act next to someone saying those lines.
Oh, hey, what a surprise. I just got yet another email telling me to watch fucking Cinderella. God damn it.
No, even the press is saying that's a bad movie, so you know it's bad.
Yeah.
Irritating and stuff. It's produced by James Corden anyway. What did you expect?
Yeah, so it's megally woke.
Right? So
you should stick to dressing up as a mouse, because that's what he does best.
I actually used to respect James Corden as a comedian. I really did. I liked his comedy. As soon as he went to America, he must have drank too much soy milk because he's turned into a now. And doing his vaccination song and all. What the hell are you at? Shut up, you clown. Anyway.
When he was Smithy and Gavin and Stacey, he was all right.
He was brilliant, yeah, exactly.
I never liked him. No.
Nor have I.
Well, we all
Just say I've known people that have worked with him. Let's just say that.
Yeah. Well, we all have personal taste, don't we? That's the joy of it. I love Ricky Gervais as well. So,
Oh, Ricky's great comedy.
He's a legend. He's a legend.
Yeah.
He's actually put up a thing for Afterlife for the National TV Awards or something, and he wants people to vote. So vote for Afterlife. If you haven't seen Afterlife, go and watch it. But be prepared. It's very sad.
I saw the first season of that, and yes, it was very sad.
It was. And, oh, man.
And, Noel, I'm going to have to depart.
Right, well, give your rating real quick.
Well, I may have to abstain because I was too distracted to watch the episode.
Okay.
So we'll give we'll just go with a 7.
Right.
Because it was an episode, and it was aired once, and then it was lost, and then it was animated, and stuff happened, and the crabs were able to make it up and down stairs.
Brilliant.
That sums it up.
And I
you probably couldn't
will,
notice what was going on because your crappy Sony TV wasn't proper.
Well, no, actually, no. I
calibrated.
was watching it on my Samsung computer monitor.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it wasn't a Panasonic one. That's why.
Well, before you go, plug your channel. Just in case you are coming back to do more videos, just plug your channel. Obviously.
Well, I said I was doing more videos. I just did. I'll have videos. I'm still not yelling. At some point, the goat is going to yell at me for not yelling. And there's Doctor Who coming up, so we know we'll be doing that. I might be reviewing Picard season 2, depending on how masochistic I feel that day. And that's about it.
Yeah, well, I'll be watching. So if you want someone to do reviews with you, because I will be watching, because I watched series 1. I want to see how this.
We all watch series 1, dude. Picard's a robot.
Yeah.
No spoilers, but nobody cares.
Nobody
cares. But I must depart because my lucky one here has to go do a tinkle.
No problem. Thanks for coming.
Okay, take care, everyone, and
Panasonic is best.
Okay, so Sony is awesome.
Panasonic.
Right, Lee, do you want to give your rating, mate?
Yeah, 7.5 from last time.
Okay, it was 7.5 the last time. I wonder what I gave. I probably gave it an 8, I think. So I'm going to go with an 8. I wasn't really paying attention this week either because, I'm being bombarded by sick messages and stuff. So, but I do remember from the last time. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. That's what I'm giving it. So I'll move swiftly on to Charlotte.
I cannot remember what I gave it last time, but I can remember I really enjoyed it, and so I'm probably going to go with an 8. I think it's a good condensed sort of base under siege for bits. It's a good psychological sort of story, and I really love Jamie and Second Doctor. So anything with those two, I tend to just naturally quite like anyway. So an 8.
Fantastic. PD.
Well, I don't even remember being here last time, so I
You
think I
weren't.
was very, very drunk or something. But yeah, as Vol's Trek says, it's a good story. It's a Doctor Who story. It's a restoration of Patrick Troughton. I wasn't really watching it. I was also modding for Rabbi, so I'm just going to give it a safe 7.
No problem. Real Super Doctor.
I'm going to give it a 7. I'm not really too keen in the animation, but it's a bit better than the ones that we have now. But for it's not really my kind of cup of tea, the animations. I'd rather have an adventure, a black and white Doctor Who adventure that was existing. And I know that a lot of the episodes they don't exist no more, and it's kind of a bit heartbreaking to this is all the best we could have. It's just, and the animations are not that great at all, but I'm looking forward to the Evil of the Daleks animation when it comes out, and I will be getting it. But whether I like it and whether it replaces the existing episode, I don't know.
Yeah, please don't be weather fair. Please don't be weather fair.
I love the existing episodes. I do, and even the clips. I said it in the last time about the review of this. I said that the actual existing clips are more riveting than this.
Yeah.
So it tells a lot about it.
See,
I just think this is basically just for the kids to get into classic Doctor Who. That's all it is, and it's just to kind of fill in the gaps.
Yeah, and also let's not forget it's a quick book for the BBC as well.
Yeah. It's just an easy opportunity to make money, and even if these episodes were now missing and the BBC were keeping them and were keeping them for a later date or something like that, I mean, it's they're making money out of it, and at the end of the day, you're not really getting the actual episode. You're getting something that's somebody else has constructed, and it's not exactly the actual episode, so you're not really getting that full enjoyment. It's a kind of difficult thing with this because the animation is. I know they're listening to the audio on that, and they're trying to work out which scene is which because they don't really know themselves and that, and sometimes it just does not match the scenes and that, and you can hear the feet shifting and moving and all that, and sometimes the animation is not moving along to that, and you can hear the noises in the background and that, but other than that, it is a good attempt to try and reconstruct an episode, but for me, it's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, it all stems from real time. They started animating them, and it's just a continuation of real time.
Yeah.
Roy, what we'll do is we'll do the channel shout outs because Charlotte is already gone, is she?
Yep.
We've lost Charlotte. Right, so subscribe to Daniel's channel. I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing something on the channel.
Yeah, battery died.
So I've just read the private message. So battery's died. So don't forget, we'll put the link in the chat there. But go and subscribe to Daniel's channel if you haven't already. Lee, do you want to do your shout outs there, mate?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Being Problem. My alternative channel is Audio Visual, and that's it.
Fantastic! I love it when you're fast. That didn't actually sound. Sorry, Lee. Let's move swiftly on. PD Rich.
I got some good news.
He's finally finished his campaign.
Yeah. As everyone knows, I'm a wrench on Another Planet's channel. So we had a bit of fun in the chat earlier. talking about it on Facebook Messenger, but that's another matter. But anyway, if you back Rabbi's campaign, do it. You got about day and a half to do it because it says going out on Monday.
Fantastic! I can't
2022.
No. I can't wait to see people's reactions when they get all of these, when they get their comics and their stuff off them, because I'd be interested to see how it all turns out. I'm actually pretty excited for everybody. I have to be honest.
Yeah.
If I had the money, I would have backed them myself and bought these comics because I haven't read any comics in years. Like as I said, couldn't afford any. So it would have been nice, but
Night, Charlotte.
Night, Charlotte.
Night, Charlotte. Don't worry, we've shouted out the channel, we've plugged it, and everything is done, and we'll see you soon. Now, just before we go on to Real Super Doctor, tomorrow is Cheryl's birthday, so I don't know what she actually wants to do. I think she'll want us to spend a bit of time together, which we're going to do, because she hurt her leg and all today, so she's not in the best of form. So I'm not going to do that to rock the boat. So if she allows it to happen, I'll be back tomorrow. If not, what will happen is we'll do the New Who stream on Monday. And then straight after, we're going to be doing the movie stream, which myself and Real Super Doctor, we're doing True Lies. So come and join us for that. So Real Super Doctor, do you want to do your shout out there, pal?
I've got a channel under Real Super Doctor on YouTube, and I've got a Twitter account under Real Super Doctor.
Fantastic. And listen, everybody in the chat, thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. Sorry we kind of got bogged down in different conversations, but you know what? I'm just going to say this for anybody that does come on into the comments and criticize, because I have a few strangers that are all of a sudden coming in and criticize and making critical comments. All I just want to say is, if you think me and my friends are going to sit back and allow it to be slandered time and time again, you've got another thing coming. So I'm sorry that the stream did kind of get overtaken with that, and the Sony and Panasonic bleeding debate.
That's entirely Bolstreak's fault, of course.
But we will make it up to you. Don't worry. We'll make it up to you next week. There's Ted now telling me that I better make it up to you. I will make it up to you next week. As I said, Bolstreak has picked the story for next week. He'll be here, and we're going to stick. Well, that's what he says. We'll see what happens. I might make a few bets with people behind the scenes there and see how long he lasts. We might actually say, right, what minute, what second will he pipe up, But no, we'll be back next week with Bolstreak and the rest of my guests here. So listen, we will make it up to you during the week anyway, as you know, we always do. So listen, I do apologise, because, I do like to try keep it to the streams, but today is just one of those days where you can't keep your mouth shut, and I refuse to be silenced, just like Lee, just like Bolstreak. We're not going to be silenced anymore, and we're not going to allow these people to slander us time and time again, right? And people say, well, why give them the energy? Well, listen, for 2.5 years, there's a girl out there accusing me of putting porn images, our face onto porn images, right? That's slander. That is lies. And because of those lies, I've been targeted by several, hundreds of accounts, I should say, at this stage. And she still continues to lie about it. Then we have the other.
Is this on Twitter? Is this on Twitter, by the way? Written on Twitter. Libelism.
Go and check out Twitter, man. It's mad today. It's mad today. I've muted loads of accounts. I'm not going to stand back. I'm not going to stay silent any longer either. I am not going to allow people to continue to slander me and my friend.
This can be resolved very easily. Provide the crime reference number. It's been 2 years. Noel's not received any knock on the door, no letter, no calls. So, prove it. Prove it.
Also,
you've got a crime reference number, give us it. Show us.
You know what? I'll say this. I dare you to prove this.
Yeah.
Absolutely dare you to prove.
Put it to bed once and for all. We're calling you a liar.
We're calling you out.
Listen, I've encouraged her loads of times. I've even said go to the police when the Tom Vance situation broke and on. She was yapping up about that. I said, well, bring your evidence about me to the police as well. I want my name cleared, right?
Yeah,
And
sure,
this is
sort
all I
it
want.
out.
I want my name cleared. But this is the thing, right? That she has also claimed, right, that a cop, right, a police officer, called me an online terrorist and a misogynistic person.
They're not allowed to do that.
Right? No copper in their right mind
That's a
would
lie.
say that. So this is why I know she's lying. She also claims that this cop gave her private phone number.
Wouldn't
Their
do
private
that.
phone number. That would not happen either. This girl is clearly lying, but people are
She's
lapping this
not
up
well.
and putting it
She's
onto my
not well.
account
Yeah.
and accuse me. By the way, I handed Cheryl over me phone. She's had a look at everything on Twitter. She knows what's going on, right? She's been brought up to date now, and she's even disgusted by what's happening, right? She knows me, right? She knows I wouldn't do anything like that, right? Yous all know I wouldn't do anything like that. So I'm not going to stay silent anymore. People say, "Why are you giving them airtime?" Sorry, but these people only stop if they're called out, if they're back into a corner, and this is what needs to happen. And today we had someone that used to have influence in the fandom, go and attack Ballstrap Gary, starry-eyed girl, and Yellow Flash in a video today, right? Not having it. Not having it. This person went around and slandered someone a few years back and was made to retract that and apologize, right? The same thing is going to happen this time, right? Because this person's not going to keep getting away with what they're doing. And the girl in question, I'll say to you now, right? It's either show the evidence, the police reference number, or shut the fuck up, right? Because I'm not putting up with it anymore, right? I'm an innocent fucking man. I've never done those things. And you even know I haven't, because you've admitted in one tweet that it's their sock accounts. Where's your evidence that shows that all these sock accounts are mine? Where's your evidence?
Yeah.
Absolutely none.
Yeah,
And
the same images and the same all the same people who've sock puppeted Noel's accounts and cloned them multiple times. I mean, really. I mean, we all know. I mean, there was a folder sent off to the police with 800 odd bloody screenshots, not all of which, but many of which contained all these sock puppet accounts, including ones that claim to be Noel, claim to be other people in the fandom, and so on and so forth. I mean, you know damn well, and it seems rather sick to me that you'd much rather go after Noel because you hate him so much than actually go after the people doing this thing to you. I mean, that's fucking
radicalization,
weird.
isn't it? It's radicalization.
It is because it doesn't make any sense. Why would you go after Noel knowing he's not responsible and let the people who actually perpetrated this against you off the hook? It's if you were really a victim to something, surely you would want the people responsible to be held to account. But no, you'd much rather use it to go after Noel because, hey, it gives you attention. That's what it's basically about.
Because, and remember this, all of this happens because of one thing. Because I don't like the lead actress of a TV show that I've grown up with.
God. I mean, really? God,
that's why. So everybody has to kind of realize that this is why all of this is happening. Because I dislike a current era of a TV show and I don't like the lead actress. And because of that, they think they have the right to go around and slander me and others in this fandom. Well, we said this months ago, that we weren't going to put up with this anymore. When Jodie Whittaker was announced she was going with Christian, now we said it. We made a vow that we were not going to put up with this anymore. And we're not. We're not. And by the way, for all those people telling me to leave your woman alone that's going out with her sick cummy jokes about doctors, no, I won't leave her alone. Every time she throws
very disrespectful to them.
Every time she throws something up related to that's like that, I'm going to actually retweet it and show everybody what she's capable
personally, of. I personally, for me, I'm not bothered by it. But on a personal sort of level, really, I just think it's a bit disrespectful to those wonderful actors and such. And, you know, it just seems very immature. And I just think it just shows the world, really, how immature and fucked up you are.
Antisocial it is,
And I think these kids forget as well. There are actually minors that support the show that follow some of these accounts, and they're writing up disgusting things like that. I know it doesn't bother you, right? And that's fair enough. It's childish, as you said. But there are actually children on that app, right?
think.
That's
I don't
follow
think.
people. Now, obviously, we can have the big debate whether they should be online or not, right?
I think Twitter should be 21 plus.
I
Yeah.
actually think that if you're under 18, you shouldn't be on Twitter, and that's me. That's been probably a bit harsh under 18, but I believe if you're not over 18, you shouldn't be on this, right? But we've got a lot of 14, 15, 16-year-olds on this that are watching all of these conversations happen. And this is why I will call it out, because it's disgusting. Remember when I posted censored photographs of Jodie Whittaker, and look how they all came and attacked me. But yeah, they're standing by. And remember, these are the same people that supported a sex pest in Tom Vance, right? And they also now are supporting this girl who they're all following, who's making sick, disgusting jokes. And I'm after getting that. You seen that disgusting message I just got sent, right? About doing stuff over someone's face, right? That's all I would say. I'll put it in that way. That's disgusting. I'm sorry. This shit needs to be called out, needs to be recognised that it's happening. And someone within the BBC...
So they're actually doing sexual harassment and then complaining that you support a sex harasser. Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's just like, come
madness.
the fuck
Madness.
Well, look,
Absolute
we'll leave it there
madness.
because we could go on about this all night. We're going to
Yeah.
have a private conversation now after this stream ends. But listen, I just want to say thank you to you all for your continued support. And you will always get the real version of me on this channel. I'm not any different. The lads will tell you I'm no different offline than I am online. You'll always get my honest opinion, and I will not stop exposing.
Gary from Nerdrotics just commented.
I know, I seen that. But listen, thank you again. I really appreciate it, and I will make it up to you for the next watch along anyway. So for now, it's a good night. Enjoy your weekend.
It's a good night for me.
And it's
Good
a
night
good
from
night.
me.
And Lee is going to be
Like
different.
from the panel.
Oh.
He
Is that
just
not
can't. Can he not? He just can't even do just the once.
What?
Just the once. Come on.
What?
Just the
What did I
once.
do?
Right. Start again. It's
He's
a
our
good night
resident
for me.
cat, isn't he?
Right, let's do it again. It's a good night for me.
Does stuff to annoy people. Yeah.
Right,
Come on.
nobody's
Go
listening
on.
to me. Right, it's a good night for me. One of you lads are supposed
Good night from me.
Good night from me.
It's a good night from him.
Oh, for fuck's sake, get away. Right, we're going. You'll never do it. You'll never do it. I'm devastated.
Two Ronnies, you can't.
And the movie stream is Critters 2. Oh, goodness.
No, it's true, lawyers. What are you talking about?
I was going to do
Critters
a win
movie
job.
ever
Yeah.
again. No, I tell you, I wouldn't even mind. Me and John were watching it. He said, "Oh, this movie is not really great, is it?" And I'm like, "You picked the thing." But we do True Lies, and then I'm thinking of the week after doing ET or something.
True Romance was that? True
Yeah.
Romance. Okay, True Romance it is.
Yeah. So right, I'm gonna leave it there. So,
As long as you don't pick Mac and me.
Oh no,
That's
well, I do like
awful.
Mac and me. I
That's
do
like
like
awful.
Mac and me. I know.
Bad version of ET.
I call it the
Oh.
the cheap
Savage.
version of ET. The cheap
Yes.
version of ET.
Like Super 8
this
is a version of ET.
Night, folks. Have a good one.
Good night.
Bye. No.
Good night, panel.
I'll check off you.